Man, you should get that checked, John.
No.
Welcome back, everyone.
Let it grow, Paul.
We definitely weren't talking about testicles. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We're Not Great RPG, and we're here once again for the City of Oshuamp. I was trying to see if I could work scrotum in there somewhere, but I don't.
The City of Scrotum?
Yeah,
Scrotum.
that'll do it. That'll do it. That'll do.
Man.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you.
May I?
Thank you.
Yeah.
It was a short one tonight. Thank you. Feel safe. Yeah, we're going to go around the table real quick, introduce ourselves, and then pick up where we left off last week. As always, I am Don, and tonight I will be playing Ether Revia, the Grave Domain Cleric, unless I get strangled by a tree.
No, we left the trees.
Yeah, I know. They're great.
They're
I
gonna
know we
follow
left,
behind
but
you.
what they're following.
There could be new trees.
Yeah, exactly.
There
New
could be new
trees.
Could be new
trees.
trees.
A new tree
Books
touches
are
the
just
beach.
dead trees.
Exactly.
That's a good point. Raises a valid argument. Hi, I still haven't called anything clever.
Called on a lot ball.
I need you to smile, blink, just raise your
wave.
arms. Oh no!
I still haven't thought of anything clever. I'm DJ, I play Nestor.
I am Paul. I play Felix, Laverna's #1 hater, Greg.
Ooh. I don't know, we got some
Hot take.
competition.
I'll say. I'm Glenn. Haggler extraordinaire Vorst.
I'm Chell. I will be playing Thariel, the parental trauma Vornia.
Yeah.
I think that's my last.
Look at you. You remembered your name.
Thanks, Ritalin.
Sponsored by.
I'm gonna need you to blink, smile.
Man, woman, camera, TV.
I'm Sarah. I play Ritora. Last name non-existent.
Correct. You still haven't earned one.
Not yet.
Soon enough.
You don't need one.
Yeah, you were offered one and you said no. I'm John. I'm the Dungeon Master for Oshuamp. Last time we were inside of the Royal Garden, we continued to explore. We encountered the Grove Guardian for wisteria trees that attacked people as they tried to enter into either of the side rooms. We eventually, kind of ignored them until Ritora drew some chalk faces on them to pacify and placate their existence. Pinky faces.
At the same time.
The handsome anime
Yes.
eyes
Yeah.
just smoldering constantly.
We interacted some more with Laverna. We interacted with each other a fair bit, trying to understand the mystery behind Alglatha still, kind of up in the air, formulating some new ideas. Then we made the decision to fuck with the fountain at the back. Vorst recognized in the ice pattern, shattered that shit, found a draconic heraldry within, found the initials DF carved into the marble for the creator of the fountain. It's a good guy. Love that man.
That fucking guy.
That fucking guy. That fucking guy.
That's what the F stands for.
Exactly. And the D. Dad. Yeah, we asked Laverna some more questions about Alglatha, about her family, about her time with Thariel. Thariel caught some juniper berries, had a nice motherly moment. We again offered some packs. We were like, nah, fuck that. But also, we do still need to know things, so like maybe small ones. Like Thariel offering to tell Laverna who she loves most, and that being Sabrina, as the one who has never abandoned her and has loved her truly, honestly, and loyally for the last 10 years of her life, including sacrificing herself for her. And Laverna says, I'll take care of her. And when I say I'll take care of her, I mean Laverna in-game said, I promise I'll keep her safe. And yeah.
And she
Definitely
went to the
different.
camera.
Do you want me to take care?
Yeah.
Do you speak Sylvan?
We found some scrolls. We found some alembic structures. We found some more notes on alchemical processes in terms of like crossbreeding for plants. Fucked around with some more stuff, then decided leave the Royal Garden. We want to go find that Royal Library, see if we can find some books to tell us some things. Passing through the Sitting Garden, talking on our way out, going back towards the larger hallways. That's where we're picking up. Because nobody else knows that your passive perception saw a thing. This is in the midst of us walking out, so as far as everybody else is concerned, we're meandering.
Yep.
Leaving the Sitting Garden. Approaching the hallway from whence we came, Laverna leading the group back out.
It's been 5 minutes, right, Vorst?
Hmm?
Try to make another bargain. No,
Me?
I was asking the hag lawyer.
Hmm?
Oh. Why? I don't know if there's a reset time.
You said 5 minutes.
Did I?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, Laverne
Just gonna turn and keep walking.
leading us back down the hallway from whence we came. Wow.
That was some force control.
Time's crazy. Time's crazy.
Wow.
It stops sometimes, other times it speeds up. Wow.
Yeah, Laverne is just walking through the hallway, literally back in the direction we came. We asked her to direct us towards the Royal Library, and that dude done be where she going.
Mm-hmm.
Just walking.
Just following.
Yeah, absolutely. If nobody's doing anything else, we are walking quite literally back beyond the weapons check to that enormous T-shaped intersection at the bottom. She pauses as we are in the midst of the Great T. And you can see that the hallways extend to the right and the left. To the left, for the individuals with the 300 feet of dark vision, you'd be able to see what in the corner of the square-shaped infrastructure of the castle facilities itself is an imposing, outward extending cylindrical shape that would obviously look like it would be the fortifications of a tower that would ascend throughout the entirety of the keep as like a stairwell. So like big, imposing, obviously large shaped archy doorway. You would see that there looks as though there's two small doors on either side, not into that sphere, but in two small rectangular shaped rooms, maybe a few feet off of it, just to give the description of like, that is the corner of the structure. So like if you guys are looking for general concepts of layout, there are...
Like a curved corner.
It's a square,
it's-
but
yeah.
out from the corner of the square
It's
is
got the
a
tower.
semi, like a half sphere.
It's a turret, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
It's the part of the keep that is the fortification.
Yeah, it's the
principle.
towers,
It's
yeah.
the towers. But like setting the idea of if building is square,
So like this.
no,
or-
inward. Circle on opposite
Oh,
sides.
it's inward. Okay.
Yeah, it
Oh,
would
'cause it's
it
the
would
stairs,
continue
yeah.
outside.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So like, but we're not outside. But you know, again, pulling the screen back, that's how sphere would work.
I honestly have no concept of what towers actually physically look like in a space, so.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, they could be squares, they could be circles, they could be any shape.
I'm gonna look up.
So it's implying there's a spiral staircase in the square structure.
Correct.
Is what you're telling me.
Yes.
Yeah, spiral staircase.
Yeah.
Got it.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Goes like that.
So
Correct.
That's, so there's like a wall within the
Correct.
corner.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And you said there's
Correct.
big archway on said wall
Yes, meaning that it's just the walkway into that.
the staircase.
Correct. Again, just trying to give the layout of like. So far, you guys have only explored literally
A corner.
a chunk because we're walking back in our same way. I am trying to give you the at all benefit of the doubt of like, you would take in your surroundings, absolutely, we've explored shit before. Not that this is offering escape, it's just a thing in the distance. But then Laverna would halt and turn to the right. That was to your left, she turns to the right, walks maybe another 120 feet, and then stops and gestures to the left because there's an enormous fucking, comparable to the opening for the library downstairs, embedded into the marble wall. There is a great archway opening. It is like 40 feet in width. Again, ascends upwards to a slightly pointed arch. In Elvish written above it, and in Common it says Royal Library of House Alvratham. Auvrathem.
Is that Elvish?
It is indeed.
What do it mean?
Keepers of the Tale.
T-A-I-L?
Yes,
Okay.
that's the irony of it.
All right.
For in the library, they keep the tales.
All
Tails or the tails?
Tale, singular.
Like Dragon Tales.
Okay.
Dragon tail,
No,
dragon
that is ironically
No, the tail of the dragon.
T-A-L-E-S.
Singular, you said, not plural?
Singular.
Is it genuinely?
T-A-I-L, yes.
Okay.
That is an intentional thing. That is the family name, and they are also the royal family.
I walk in the library.
Absolutely. It's covered in ice, man.
Wow.
Like, you walk in, and for an individual that would have not been exposed to the grand libraries in Ulm because you were relocated to Yengema so young, this is Felix's dream. Like, this is 90-foot tall cathedral style arch ceiling matching the opening of the archway itself. It looks like it opens up to a beautiful grandiose point. Again, it's still going to be coated in ice with downward spoked icicle shapes. Literally some maybe like a foot to a foot and a half in fucking length as you're standing here like, oh shit. Bookcases as far as you can see. Because it is a rectangular shaped room, I will just do the good old John Best.
A toaster.
Damn it!
John, why did you draw the toast?
I love Toast. He's a great cat. If you guys are entering in from this direction, long bookcases, like 40 feet in height, with ladders roughly every 10-foot intervals. This is a grand desk that would look like it's got, parceled out areas for individuals, for employees to be able to be attendant. So like maybe 6, not cubicles, obviously.
Like
but
a bank teller's table.
Correct, yes.
But there's nobody behind.
Nope. I mean, there's a frozen person.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. There's like frozen people in the chairs. There are also frozen people walking around in the midst of walking around the library, like at random intervals.
That's morbid.
Yeah.
It's kind of ruined the ambiance, honestly.
I'm sorry.
The vibe track passed, honestly.
Well, I thought
yes,
I thought
correct,
you were
so far.
drinking just lemon juice.
From concentrate.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just like I thought he walked in with honey earlier.
Yeah, right? A big old bottle of honey.
Oh, bother.
For design-wise in here, on the outside walls,
Yes,
Are
for the
there-
exterior within the library itself,
Yeah.
yes.
bookcases on those walls as well.
No. On the inner lining, no. It's portraits.
Okay.
It's enormous portraits.
Are they like the framed portraits or the ones painted on the wall, like fresco style?
They are framed portraits.
Okay.
Some of them are landscape, meaning like legitimately horizontal, but also of landscapes. A lot of them look like they depict the natural, previous, beautiful, scenic area of what Alglatha would have been, giving you like the actual like, oh fuck, this looks like somebody went out and almost akin to like how you would have done with cloud stairs to get a point of elevation. Like, somebody would have taken a time to be able to go out into the open and get the grand view of the forest itself, the enormous height of what now you would see is Celeborn, the silver tree. So if there's a tree line of like mostly homogeneous height for the canopy of, coniferous like pine trees and stuff that we're familiar with here for the woods outside, you would see that it extends. If the other tree heights are capping at, 60 feet, this is probably 150 to 200 feet in height and a grand blooming. It would look like it is out in front of the cityscape of Alglatha proper. You would see also outside of it, on east, west, and southern reaches of the tree out into the stretching forest, you would see the principal outcroppings of what would look like a large village. So like multiple thatched roof houses, similar to what we saw in the visions of Ariatha, Harmony, and Emeria as kids when the prince came running up to them. You would see small hills with beautiful meadows and fields of wheat. Like, there's a lot of beautiful... This is where when we get into the, like, elves can do a thing for 100 years. This is the pinnacle of art. Like, this is Michelangelo in here. Again, encased behind ice, but with it being crystalline and clear, you get a pretty damn good fucking view of it behind the sheet.
What color is the tree as it's in full bloom? Like, what color are the leaves?
Ooh, the leaves are wisteria branches, and they are silver and blue.
Okay.
So, like, predominant silver with, like, a light blue underhue to it.
Silver and blue, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Fun
From
colors.
a tree, you say?
Uh,
The fun colors.
I love them.
Is there any sort of grand fireplace in the back of said room?
I would say yeah. That would definitely be sensible. Probably behind the desk.
Okay.
Want to keep the employees warm, even before they're nice.
We failed.
So the rest of the castle has largely been stone, but there's a lot of wood in here. Or is it...
Not that there's a lot of wood. This is still a marble room.
Okay.
The paintings are wood framed. The bookcases are wood.
Okay.
The desk is wood, but the rest of like floor and wall is marble.
Is the desk and the picture frames, and I guess even the marble itself, are there any like carvings or is this like an ornate decorated room aside from obviously you said like the picture and very Michelangelo-esque?
Yeah.
Do the carvings and the way that the stuff is carved look similar to other things that we have seen in Elvish regions, or does it look more similar to stuff that we had seen in like Felfar then? Trying to gauge if like did a dwarf do this or did an elf do this?
I would say that it would be predominantly elvish in origin, but I would say that you could definitely infer from, particularly within Felfarthen, a lot of the stone craftsmanship and artisanry, especially in like the crown molding at like the basing, anything that would have been done in the floor, that would be predominantly dwarven artistry.
Here as well? Okay. Because I'm essentially using that to paint a picture of like how close were these kingdoms?
Yeah,
in
no,
terms of,
absolutely.
did they have traders go back and forth and artists go back and forth, or was it purely like, we need help, please help us?
Yeah, I mean, rough 75-25 in terms of elvish to
Okay.
dwarven quality and make.
Sure. Okay.
But yeah, absolutely. To set the tone of like, it would feel there was a standing relationship at the very minimum in architectural and artistry.
Yeah.
We've
a
also
degree.
like, literally the Hierophant has a good letter to Bor of
Absolutely.
like, hello, my friend, thank you
Yeah.
for sending me 50,000 gold pieces worth
Yeah.
of gems casually because I asked.
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
What a guy.
yeah.
That fucking guy.
That fucking guy. Like,
All of the frozen people, they were all elves, correct?
you would see a few humans
Okay.
in the library as well. Like, as you are kind of mingling throughout the area, like, if there's, say, roughly 18 people in here in the midst of various states of action, pre-freezing, like somebody like pulling a book off a shelf, somebody actively sitting at like a small table reading, it's like maybe 2 humans, but, 15, 16 elves otherwise.
So
It is the Royal Library.
it looks like they were just frozen in time.
Correct.
Does it look like they're just frozen in time? I was going to ask, or does it look like they're aged? humans.
That was going to be
Frozen
my
in
question.
time as
though.
well.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're
They're still in
appear young.
stasis.
Correct.
okay.
Yep.
I would be trying to look for, or even ask Laverna, where would I find history books on the ruling families?
Well, I'm a living book.
Correct, but it's a lot of information that I'd like to just skim through. I don't know exactly what information I need. I'm more so looking for things that might catch my eye.
Oh, certainly. Big library.
I mean, you're a big book. Do you happen to have a map? yet,
Oh
or-
my.
Do you come with a map? Or
Oh no, I mean I didn't really spend much time in the library.
I thought you loved the library.
I love it. It doesn't mean I spend a lot of time here.
I'm gonna go look for a
But
catalog.
of course. What are you looking for?
A catalog in the desk.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, she would stop for a moment and look around. History on the royal family specifically.
Just Aglatha in general. If I can find. Okay, great. Yes,
If you
the royal
want the
family,
royals have a section, of course they do.
which would be in which.
She would gesture over to the western wings.
Okay. I'll go on, walk over.
You're going over towards the desk to look at the
Yeah.
catalogs. Yeah, everything is frozen over.
Try and
Yeah, absolutely. You would see that on the grand desk, like in the areas for the panels that would be separated out, you'd see various catalogs. It would look like there was definitely a system for types of books were managed by individual panels corresponding to different sections of the library. They didn't have a Dewey Decimal System. They had to fucking figure out a way to make book in big book area work.
As you do.
I don't know what you're gesturing. Like,
I'm looking at my library because I'm like, fuck, like, this is 6 big bookcases that are 40 feet high and like 60 feet long.
Books.
It's a lot of book. They had to make the books work somehow.
Is there any TU Erdl in this library?
I mean, honestly,
Where's the romance?
as you
Oh
walk
my god.
towards the desk, Rator, I would say that you would see
I see.
a little,
I
a
see.
little corner shelf right here off the side with like little stools,
T. Riddle's tails.
like a little children's reading section, and you would see just like a pretty great, terrible quality wooden turtle carving that is not frozen on the desk.
The turtle's not frozen.
Turtle's not frozen.
Is the area around the turtle
Everything
frozen?
else is frozen. Little black turtle wooden figurine is not frozen. You're looking at the catalog. You were going to the Western Reaches. Where would you like to go?
I'm probably going to. I'll probably do a perimeter scan, like kind of just walk around the room, take a look at the paintings, and like kind of figure out this room, see if there's any doors anywhere, any windows, anything like that.
Okay. Felix?
I would be pressed up against the first giant shelf I could see, looking at Laverna.
Books pop out the other side of the shelf.
Freeze it. Yeah, that's what I would say into her mind.
Begging mommy. DJ?
I would look for like genealogy and like lineage stuff.
Like,
You know?
genie?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Genealogy,
Yeah. Like, how did we get a Felix? Genealogy.
Genealogy, what was the second half?
Like lineage. So, it's in it, you know.
Yep. Done.
I would be doing a scope of the shelves to look if there is a section that has a large amount of books not there.
Missing
In the
books.
sense of if, like, trying to see if they had clearly pulled out a bunch of books to do research on something or pulled out books to get rid of them.
Absolutely.
Book burners. Yay.
Everybody roll. Don, DJ, Glenn, Chell. You guys can roll. Sarah, you would also roll investigation. Again, it's not like it's a pass fail. It's a more for time volume. And you say that into her mind.
Yeah. Do I need to roll persuasion?
You need to roll persuasion for her. Because you're saying, unfreeze it, please?
Yes.
Okay.
I said please.
Yeah, absolutely. Sarah was catalog.
Ooh.
Why is my investigation so
How did he make his brain go?
Yeah, mine's 0.
You guys aren't in characters.
I'm just
Don, what'd you
That's
get?
really rude.
6.
Hell yeah, Sarah.
13.
DJ.
14.
Joe.
Also 14.
Glenn.
Also 6.
Hey.
Paul.
Dirty 20.
Hell yeah.
Please.
Please.
Would you unfreeze it if I was there?
What would you do if I was this?
Okay, so Sarah catalogs. You are looking for a breakdown of the systems for the panels.
Yes.
Okay. So,
I would like to help everyone find what they need and find
Sure.
what I need.
okay, absolutely. Dawn missing books, Chell royal family. So, if she told you west, that would be, this direction. You would end up finding a section like in the back middle of these bookcases. So, like, you walk in, you look, this doesn't look like it has anything about royal family. Wrap around, nothing about royal family. You get to about here, you start looking. I would say that the section that has books on the royal family itself is several sections in height, like long-standing history of kings. Not that there is an abundance of kingly names, but that you would see each king's name would have like dozens of books. Eldrin lived fucking forever. So like, holy shit, the 8,000 years of history, there's only been maybe 10 kings in all of Alglatha. Looking through all the way up to your current date, you would see the most recent proximate stuff would be talking about Tarathel Alvratham.
Do they have the same author? Like,
It doesn't look like it's listed by an author in particular.
okay.
Yeah. Forced is perimeter check. You were looking for windows and stuff like that?
Windows, checking out the paintings as they go along, see if there's like any sort of like continuity changes
Sure.
or anything like that.
So
And basic safety stuff, also doors.
Force the ocean, man.
well,
This doesn't look up to code.
so
It's ocean.
this would be the fireplace. There would be big windows, 2 on each side.
Nomadic tribesmen's like
Along this
isn't
back
ocean
wall.
standard."
These are interior walls, so no windows.
Okay, excellent.
Uh,
Not enough open.
No
space.
doors.
sorry, yes, you are correct.
Oh.
Subsequent doors into different chambers on either side. I am correct, yes.
Yeah.
As you're walking by them, they would be open. They would look like they are small offices for what would be probably, as you would infer, just with like a quick look in, just with the quantity of like scrolls and paperwork, they're probably the managers of the library. We'll resolve Felix last. DJ genealogy and lineage. I would say, since she asked about the royal family, you'd probably infer things about hereditary lines and stuff like that might be in a comparable area. You would find it over in the middle bookcase, a ways away.
And where's Thariel?
She is the one over here.
Okay.
So, like, you're not wildly far, but these are like 60 feet in length
Are they
and like
backed?
40 feet high.
Are they backed or are they
Double-sided.
okay? So open on both sides.
Yeah, you'd be able to like peek through and see her in the dark, and she's just
In that case, while she was digging through the books,
Just pushing books through the bookshelf.
I would have said, "What's the most recent one there?"
Go running to the very, very bottom, I guess, in the bottom corner, right? Assumably?
yeah.
I would say the king's name.
What year? I mean,
I can't open them as they're frozen over.
oh,
Yes, again, everything in here is frozen. You're going to be able to see like titles and things like
and
that.
no years,
But, like-
are on the spine, probably.
Correct.
Okay.
Like, this is if you know, like, this is the Royal Library. If you have access to this, you know what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Like, you don't just get a fucking pass to come up here.
Right.
That's the whole place is for.
Don for missing books, Sarah for catalogs.
Yep.
Sarah, I'll say that you
Defrost.
gather sufficient information after a couple of moments of being able to section out, like, hey, this is where hereditary, lineage, lore, royal nature, and things like that. This is where politics might be. This is where studies on things like magic might be. This is where artistry, architecture, various trade skills like pottery, things like that. It's taking you a few minutes, but like you're gathering the areas for the catalogs for being able to discern what's where.
I'll shout them out as I.
Sure. Yeah, just so this way, if anything sounds interesting to people. Don missing books, right?
Yes.
I would say that as you were looking around, this would take you the longest, so I'll give you this, but this would be several minutes
Yeah.
in. Honestly, just because Paul did roll a dirty 20 and you rolled a 6, it's a huge fucking library.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, it's a walking in and you're, like, at a bookcase, and it's like, obviously you're looking for big fucking gaps.
Yeah.
You would see some areas where, like, it would look like maybe 2 or 3 pretty large tomes might be missing. That probably isn't sufficient for Ether to be, like, concerning.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm
You're looking for,
big
like,
sections.
half a fucking
Yes.
shelf missing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if I do find a big section,
Yeah,
I'm
what
looking
that's-
like, well, yeah, what is it? And also, is it somewhere in this room where someone has like pulled
Sure.
themselves up with the
Yeah,
pile?
because
of
there
those
would be
books.
books on the
Absolutely.
little, like, circular tables that people would have for
Yeah.
reading areas.
Yep.
Okay. Mommy, please.
That's not what I
Mount the
said.
ice.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
I just scanned motion, which I
Please,
thought was weird.
please.
I want to weed.
Pretty please.
Yeah, I mean, you ask her to mount the ice in her mind. She just kind of stops and looks over in your direction. That's beyond what I can do, Felix. I'm very sorry.
Should I say it into my mind or out loud?
She says it out loud.
Okay.
I wish I could.
Just gonna give her a look of disbelief. I'm not moving from the shelf either. I'm still pressed against it.
Yeah, absolutely. Me want book.
And then the books on the other side of the shelf start slowly sliding off of the shelf.
The lower half. Felix, if I could unfreeze Oglatha, do you think I would have done it by now?
No.
Clever boy. I like it cold. It's kind of more my aesthetic. It's also much quieter. It used to be so hustle and bustle.
Well, leave the people frozen.
I've never thought of that. What if I just unfreeze things at my whim and will, but leave all those silly little people frozen?
Isn't that how the garden is?
Well, I didn't unfreeze the garden.
Who did? So it was frozen.
No, the garden wasn't frozen ever.
Okay.
So she didn't have to unfreeze it.
Could you unfreeze just the books?
I could try.
You can do it. I'll turn and I'll do the anime style cheer her on. You can do it.
Come on, Laverna, you can do it.
She gets real distracted by that. Just, oh, someone's supporting me for the first time in centuries. She just walks over and just touches it, and you see, as her hand approaches the bookcase, she kind of pauses. Oh dear. Forgive me. I think it's best if I don't.
Why?
You remember those wonderful little ice friends you made as soon as you came inside the healer's ward?
Yes.
Not that they're watching, but that, well, Tarathel is Alglatha at this point. Any area that I dissolve of ice, he'll know.
Welcome.
Oh! Oh, Felix, you're so bold and brash.
I just really want to see these books.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't even know what section I'm at. I'm just. I have to start somewhere. Come on.
Give me the books.
Yeah, I would say that she
It's
then
the most useless section.
almost grins at your brazen disrespect towards Tarathel, and she just, it inspires me. And she places her fingers on the ice at the bookcase right in front of you. It's not an instantaneous thing. You would see, though, like, erupting around the palm of her hand, almost coming out in a spherical pattern and then enveloping around her fingers, a dark, shadowy fire.
Oh boy!
And it would begin slowly withering away the ice. It's very difficult to control without burning the books, and I know how important and precious those things are to you. I don't want to destroy them.
Thank you.
No
I'll
problem,
just-
Felix.
Woo!
Yeah, it'll take her a moment or so, but I would say that she's able to melt away sufficiently a pocket in the ice for where she can pull out one book for you.
It's the tax records of the year.
I was gonna say Anatomy of an Owlbear.
Felix, this is a book on pot pies and other tasty recipes.
So good.
Sliding down the way. Get out of the way!
I need to know how to make a roux.
I know how to make it now.
Page 1, how to make a roux.
Get out of the way, Felix!
Oh, boy! I think you
written
might
by-
like me now.
Give me that!
But I asked for it.
I'm gonna grab the book and run back to where the children's section is and sit on the tiny little chairs again.
This is just like the other library. I hate this.
Oh,
Can we, I guess, go to a different section?
Is he holding the
well, this is the
way this
culinary section.
Yeah,
Felix.
right.
This is going to be recipes
Well,
and
this was
things
just
like
the
that.
This is something I care about
Oh,
now.
yes, understood.
Can we maybe take a moment and peruse?
What would you like to look for, Felix?
Real quick, I'm just gonna help Boris try and read the words out. I hear him shuffling.
Flour.
Got this one.
I can't read.
I know you can.
Yeah, I'm fine.
You're great. Got this.
Hot.
Can you turn
Felix,
your
what are you
notebook
looking
upside
for?
down?
There you go. I would go towards the. You said that there was a section with
It's the
magic
right
magic
way. I
spells
care
and
about this
or
one.
arts, anything like that.
I'll
So-
put him in the.
Yeah, there is a section on magic comparable to what we started to learn through the incorporation for alchemy in Felfar. Then in here, it is symbology. So the idea for when tracing somatic components into casting a spell, there's a huge fucking section on that. Like, it would seem like in the idea of in understanding and trying to comprehend the language of magic, if dwarves concentrated on material, elves seem to have concentrated on somatic.
Okay. And in this section, would there be any books titled with like anomalous figures,
Sure. Absolutely.
spells,
Yeah,
people?
absolutely. Yeah. There would be, obviously, it's not a restricted section, but like there would
I'm in
be
the restricted section.
no, there would be a book
There's
that
a
would. There would be a book that, like, as you are
slam my
going through a
Popeye book
series
down.
of titles, you would see one that, Unknown Symbols and Mystical Findings.
Point at that one.
Oh, well, I feel like that's going to cost you something, Felix.
Please.
Oh, something more than that.
Like what?
What would I like from Felix?
I'm gonna check the orb of time. It's definitely been 5 minutes.
Mhm. I would like to see something that truly means the world to you from your memory.
That's a little creepy.
No, it helps me understand the person I'm dealing with.
Manipulate.
Hush you. Mommy's girl boss.
Okay, could you tell me the title again?
Unknown symbols.
Unknown Symbols and Mystical Findings.
Other colors.
And other
And
colors.
other colors. And other pot pies.
Yeah.
Felix, get out of the way! Magic pot pies.
Son of a bitch.
Isn't it worth it? I just want to see. I can't take anything from you, Felix. Well, I can, but I won't.
Your
I
life.
promise.
Son of a bitch.
Would you shake?
Could you give me a moment?
To
Oh, what the fuck is that? No! Give me a second.
Sure.
Yeah, just give me a moment here. And I'll just
Absolutely.
kind of stand there staring at the shelves.
Okay. Chell, I would say that is like you're looking, you would see that in comparative nature to the other quantity of books in royal lineages, Tarathel's clearly seems the shortest. I would also say, as you're looking through, you would, just because like of the proximity and nature, you would see the preceding king's name. It's not like he was the only king ever. There would have been kings preceding him.
Like?
Miradyne. MiridYne.
Would you tell all of this to us later?
Maybe?
Then I will write it.
Real sad. I won't write
Write
it
it
down.
anyway.
Well, no, because then I'll forget if I know it or not.
How
Fair.
do you spell that again?
That's
MiridYne.
You could just write it down. It's fine.
Are you gonna write it down later if she does tell you? Yeah. Will you remember to write it down later if she tells you?
So just to clarify, Tarathel was my father.
Correct.
allegedly. And then there's another king that followed after.
Preceded. Before.
Oh, okay. I was like, son of a bitch.
No. Being like, hey, here's your papa.
Okay.
Shelf above.
Pop-up.
Preceding.
Miradyne.
Papa. Yes. Papa.
Is this How to Pot Pie book by Gamdar?
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, there's
that
definitely
one in Dwarvish.
There's definitely like dwarfish scribbles in the side of like a little dwarven boy just like accidentally dropping what would look like a big dessert of delicious glazed bread.
I dropped my pot pie!
It's really upsetting to me. Personally upsetting.
There.
I spilled in a pot pie!
It's been 8 years. I'll never forget the monkey bread that was.
It happens. I'm sorry.
I literally brought monkey bread over that I made, took to my students, and had like half of it left
Oh,
over.
yeah.
Gave it to Don, and he just went, "Okay, I'll put this in the whoops." everywhere.
What an awful person.
Yep.
Is there just like a little drawing of Gamdar like this, but Gamdar's just like an old lady, but like you dressed up as an old lady?
Yeah, pretty much.
Ah!
Fuck.
Is there a Gam Gam? Gam Gam book.
That's a good question. I would say that, yeah, there absolutely would have been Gam Gam books.
Okay.
They're in the restricted section.
Scam Gam.
Why is this a black book written in red writing? What is this?
Is this manacled?
No. Her name was Credence.
No. Let's. Yeah. Minweth. Muineth.
One more time for me.
Uineth.
Minwax.
Yep.
Midwest.
Oh my god.
Midwest. With a TH.
Briefly glancing, do any of the preceding kings look like they have like a large, like more so than others, like had a very long history of like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I mean, like, if Tarathel's shelf is roughly that in length, Myrodine's is like 2.5, almost 3 times it.
What's he compensating for?
Right? There would be another
Long
king
life.
that would be slightly shorter, another king preceding that that would be roughly comparable length to Myrodine, another one behind that that would be around Tarathel's length.
But there's no king with like 2 shelves.
No.
Like, okay.
Nope.
Okay.
Any missing books, I say, would be roughly around this time.
Okay.
I would say you would end up stumbling over into Felix. Just like, oh, shit.
Apologies, I was staring at the books and started to lose my way.
You know, I let you make your deal in peace. You can't let me have that.
I was what?
E.T. is here.
Hello.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
It's wonderful to see you again.
You swim with Nesgrim one time and you catch it.
Yeah.
I'm deep here now.
I would say that you would, in retrospect to where if Felix is looking around like eye height, it'd be probably like thigh to like knee, so maybe like 2-3 shelves up from the bottom. You would see like half shelf missing.
Okay. And this is the first section that I've seen that many books missing.
Correct. Yes, they would look like roughly 10 to 12 tomes have been absconded with.
Okay. What section is missing?
So you are
there
still
any
looking in the
indicator?
same area for him for understanding symbology for the idea of somatic components. This area is a chunk of the schools of magic is missing.
Okay.
You would see that there's a lot missing for abjuration, conjuration, transmutation, and necromancy.
I knew it was going to be in there.
Damn it. Why do you put that one last?
See, the best for last.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Fancy scary.
I would then go while he is speaking with Laverna, so I don't interrupt.
Mm-hmm.
I would then, using that knowledge, go to the tables
Yeah.
and try to find if someone was sitting looking through those books.
Mm-hmm.
And if they are, if there's like, obviously, again, I know everything's frozen. If there's like papers that they were writing on
Yeah,
on
absolutely.
the tables, and try to chip that away and see where they got, if anything.
Absolutely. You can also make a subsequent investigation check.
$14.
Anyone else looking at anything for what they're doing currently?
If he's walking over to where like the tables and stuff are, I would have gotten up and walked over and been like, "What are you doing?"
What did I find in the genealogy section?
What are you looking for in genealogy and lineage?
Particularly anything related to like my family lineage.
To Asimar
Yeah.
in general.
Or I would start specifically with
Like your family name?
Yeah.
Kristock.
Right. And then if nothing found
Yeah.
there, I would move on to
Absolutely. I would say there's not anything notable found of the Kristock family lineage as you're like perusing through this. And then subsequently looking at Asimar or other creatures of peculiar nature.
Or actually no, if I didn't find anything for my family name, I would look for Imperia. I would move to
Great. Yes. That is in a different area.
Yeah, I would
So
move to
I
that
would say
area.
that like you would look through nothing for Kristock. I would say that like because you rolled the 14, that would be pretty quick and easy. You would see a small section over, since it's not far away, over by Thariel.
Okay.
You would see a section on Imperia, and you would see subsequent sections on like city foundings and like the beginnings. Like this is where architecture begins.
Gotcha. I would go poke through that, and then
Yeah.
if you want to resolve them,
Sure.
I can.
Are you looking for anything in particular about Imperia? Because again, this is just going to be titles.
History, founding,
Sure.
notable people, like that kind of stuff.
Punk ass bitch judiciaries
Imperious,
that chop
timeless
people
man.
up,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
flying douchebags, stuff like that.
Go back to Felix.
So before I walked away,
I apologize for intruding. You said you were making a deal?
No, he's not.
You said bargain.
No.
He
We're just-
specifically used the word bargain.
Ether, we're talking. Don't be rude.
I just...
You just see me looking up at a book. It's a thick book, right? Or is it a
Yeah.
thin book? Thick
It's
book?
a pretty thick book.
Thick.
thick book.
I understand. I have frequently made deals for knowledge and other people's safety.
I could fireball it, though.
Probably... It may,
Blast the shelves
it
over
may
and knock
burn
him.
the book.
Nesgrim would certainly get crushed.
Yes.
He doesn't fare well against wooden objects.
Yes. It is a heavy wooden object.
Any object.
Just showing a memory, right? What's the harm in that?
Do they
I
have
would assume that is fine.
shelves on like other kingdoms and things like that?
We have
Um,
spirit
looking for a
walk
couple
with
things.
complete
Yeah.
strangers before.
Anything labeled terminus?
Okay.
No, she did say like something that means something to Felix,
Any
so I can't
TU
just-
Erdl books
Mm-hmm.
labeled Bethal?
It's very light specification.
Okay.
Thanks, Hagler.
Anything that says Zenith?
Me tackling.
Okay. Anything else?
I think that's it.
was mallow the plant that provided the like protection
Yes.
when? Okay, I would pull out a small sprig of mallow that I
For
have
me, Ether.
Uh,
You're so thoughtful.
For Felix.
You don't want to give a lady a flower?
I'll take a piece off.
Here you go.
That's not a whole flower.
You take off a petal?
No, like a branch of it. I'll
Oh,
split
okay.
them in two.
Oh, you want to give some to me and some to Felix?
Yes.
That's very thoughtful of you, Ether. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hold that.
Okay.
Just hold that.
What is this exactly? Sorry.
Mallow.
Mallow?
Yes. It is what I use to protect myself.
He thinks it'll keep you safe from me. He's just looking out for you. What a kind guardian.
10-foot tall demon goat.
I'm not a demon or a goat.
It is just what I use
I'm a
to
lady.
protect myself when
10 feet tall.
I appreciate this, but why does
Maybe
she need
demon goat.
protection?
Oh, it's very scary in here. Ooh.
Is she running around like Sage?
Carousel, don't come get me. I'm not in here with your daughter.
The palace just begins shaking.
Not quite. I rolled 4 times before the stream started. I know what the first 4 numbers are. We're getting there.
Oh, jeez.
One more thing I'm looking for.
Yeah, absolutely.
Grove Guardians.
Rogue Guardians.
just hold that. I use it to protect myself when I astral project.
Okay, it's quite exhausting without any protection, and I'll just put it in my bag.
Yeah, and then I would run over and Vorst would run up to me.
I am looking for missing sections of books to see what information they may have pulled simply like right before this was all frozen. What research they were trying to do.
Cool. I got you a pot pie book.
Get out. Oh, what a
Oh?
silly man.
Is that
Hey,
Papa?
it's a Gamdar book.
Yes.
We'll address that later.
Oh, he's not going anywhere.
Is he not frozen?
Oh no, he is. That's why he's not going anywhere.
Why is he able to talk?
Oh, what a mystery.
Where is he?
In the throne room.
Told you to go in the throne room.
Oh, he's just waiting.
Yeah, but-
Sitting, so lazy.
He didn't have a pot pie book.
What a terrible king.
Anyway, yeah, I'll give you a hand with that. If you just point me in the direction, tell me what you're looking for. Yeah.
Yes, I'm looking for a table that has, and I would describe the stack of books that I would assume are missing, and then trying to see if there's someone sitting or not sitting, looking at these books. I want to see if they have papers written with any information, things they might have tried.
Yeah. Let's go look.
Thank you.
I'll help you.
Zipping.
Chell, you can make another investigation check. So can you, DJ.
Natural 20.
Hell yeah.
Bless you. Bless you.
Thank you.
5.
Okay. As a genuine thing, you would find it's a very small section on Imperia.
Okay.
It would look like a book, a moderate size, discussing its historical importance, its position in history as the first city. You would then see a subsequent book about, like, hey, yeah, like, there were some famous names, but it doesn't say, like, the names. It would just say, like, heroes and lords of Imperia. It's not a large section. There's not much that was kept from Imperia. Not much known about it.
Try to break those out.
Start chiseling?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Natural 20.
Mm-hmm.
You find... So, these are going to be in different areas. So, like, you roll the natural 20, it's going to be the quickest it can be for you to resolve all of these.
That's fine.
As you're going through, you... With knowing that Terminus is a spell and not a place, you would end up hurrying over to where Felix and Laverna hail. And she would just... Hi, dear. It's good to see you working.
You were able to get a book for Felix.
Of course.
Would you mind grabbing a book for me?
What would you like? Yeah. I would say that, like, as you're looking through this area, there's nothing on Terminus, the spell or the location. Because, again, it's a demi-sphere. It's not a demi-plane, it's a demi-sphere.
Gotcha.
And the individual that cast that spell never lived in Elglatha. So, nothing within this area on Terminus.
Gotcha.
For something that would talk about Zenith, in this area, though, you would see... Trying to work it into a good title for you.
All about Zenith.
No, I would say...
No, your XY zeniths.
Now that's what I call Zenith 12.
Somewhere beyond the zenith.
Where's the other 11?
Don't worry about it.
Zenith Bop? 4. Zenith, I barely seen it.
I would say it would be called Magical Foci from Start to Zenith. From A to Z.
Good. Magic for Dummies. I would like that one, please.
Oh, well, for you, dear. I'm a bit hesitant to risk it, now that Tarathel seems to be awake again, but...
Unless you can tell me anything you know about Zenith.
About Zenith?
Tails.
In
Yes.
what relation do you...
Chapter 1. She just freezes. It's just
People say.
People say-
John
roll
knows
back.
what you're talking about. Laverna doesn't.
Yes, I'm trying. I wrote it down. What did I say about it?
Her eyes roll back and she just starts singing the whole thing.
Why have you? No, you fix it.
I legitimately.
You
cannot.
made this problem.
It's day 1 with the toy.
Um,
You broke the toy.
Hey, it wasn't DJ rated.
Oh my god, you're right.
I heard a tale from a friend about Zenith.
Break that
it's, it's a ceremony, or it's the an ascension of the moon.
Oh. Well, that's not going to be necessarily... Well, I guess it is in this area if you're looking for the spell to achieve it.
I would like to know a little bit more about it. Fuck, I wish I put in more notes here. I have City of Iridescent Prism. The city can only be seen by the light of a full moon.
That's Whitehall.
Is it? Okay.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I'm wearing the belt.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well,
Yep, that was at the moon's zenith. It was able to be seen.
God.
That was why we needed the belt to produce the moonlight and capture it.
Yep.
You would also remember that book that I found.
There's no hole in this.
Mm-hmm.
I had something in here about Alglatha.
Mhm.
While
One
everyone
moment.
is looking at
For
their
books.
stuff for books, can I look and see if there's a section on botany?
Absolutely, there is.
I would like to see if there are any books on Widow's Whale.
Mm. You, just because like you did the catalog thing and I didn't have you roll for a subsequent thing and other people have rolled twice, I'll just say it'll be pretty quick for you because you know the area you're looking at. You rush over to the botany section, you don't see anything on Widow's Whale.
Were there any other names that we've learned of
You would,
Widow's Whale?
I would say that the thing that would be reticent for what would be a recent discovery for you would be that when he was talking about death, it was a nameless plague to them.
Yeah. It came out of nowhere.
Not necessarily that it came out of nowhere.
They weren't sure what to call it. It was so fast, right?
This is where I don't want to overstep.
Yeah.
It was like hey, yeah, there was a stark increase in deaths over like a 2 to 3 year period.
Right. They didn't know the cause at the time.
Yes, that's a more appropriate way to frame it for what was written in the healer's ward.
Yeah.
In that case, I would turn to look for any books on like botanical corruption, I guess.
Sure, on blights and things like
Yeah.
that. Absolutely, there would be.
If there's a singular book that looks like it would
Stand out to Retora.
yeah, I would like to try and free it. If not, if there's like a few books.
Yeah, I would say that there would be a couple books. I would say that there would be one that would look specific to Retora in terms of like, Retora didn't work with crops.
Mm-hmm.
Retora worked predominantly with trees.
Yeah.
So like you would see a book that's describing, blights in arborous regions.
Mm-hmm. I would like to
Try to free that
try to
over
free
some
that
time.
book,
Yeah.
yes.
You and DJ, you guys can both make.
Chip checks.
Yeah, I mean, like, you can make strength or dexterity checks. That's it. It's not like it's an attack roll because like, this is. Neither of you are really proficient with.
Like a chisel.
Ice carving?
It's-
Exactly. Like, it's the closest thing that, like, to me would be like masonry or like miner's picks and things like that for like the precision work that you're trying to do. So straight strength,
22.
straight dex for you. Because I'm imagining it's better.
16.
Okay.
Make a deal.
Yeah, it's going to take you several minutes to do this. Again, this is for me for setting the time frame while within Alglatha because, like I've said, there are things that are moving. Like this is, despite it being frozen in time, like there's workings behind the curtain.
There's things happening. Yep.
Yeah,
To the man behind the curtain.
exactly. Anything for you for Laverna?
Yeah. What does she asked for a memory of something important? to
She
me?
would love to see something in your memory that means the world to you.
Okay, great. So before I tell her or show her,
Yeah.
I will use very specific language that I will show her the memory.
Uh-huh.
She does not take it.
No.
She will immediately give me that book undamaged.
Oh, yes, I would never harm the book. Intentionally. If something unfitting were to befall the book, that would be no fault of mine. If Tarathil's ice shatters.
All right, and I'll extend my hand.
A beautiful arrangement, Felix.
And as our hands meet,
Yeah.
I'll show her a memory of like when Felix was a teenager, sparring with like a quarterstaff with his father, getting his ass whooped.
Oh.
His dad or you?
You're next, old mate.
Take that, Dad!
I beat the shit out of my father.
Felix is losing.
Oh. You're just being an old man.
No, he's.
I will never forget this moment.
Eat shit, Papa.
She would retract her hand and smile. I'm glad you had a wonderful relationship with your father. Is he well? Is he alive?
Yes.
It's good to hear.
Free information.
I know what it's like to lose a loved one, particularly a father.
Just Nesgrim 2 shelves over. Bitch. Well, I don't. I like to keep it that way for as long as possible.
Felth was just still wearing her dad's
Hello! It's quite cold!
Your father's.
Yikes.
She reaches up and just, with, 3 fingers, traces along the spine of the book. You see the ice melt away quite quickly.
Mhm.
For you, Felix.
I'll use Mystic Hand to float it.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Immediately open it. Date of publish.
Sure.
When was it published?
Yesterday.
Fuck! We gotta go!
Run.
Yeah, that is a run
just
moment.
I would say that. 5,500 AR.
Woo! Yeah, I mean, that would just be the first thing I'd look at and I'd say thank you.
Yeah, it's old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we're in the library, but I don't know. I guess I'll skim through it as people are still looking.
Sure,
for stuff.
absolutely. Yeah, you can make an investigation check just for like a quick peruse through.
15.
Symbols. So, I would say that the first thing that you would see, also beside the publication date, is you would see, not like an author's page, but you would see it's by Lorn, Lorn, Valjor, Valjor,
I'm sorry, L.
Valjor.
Valjor.
Valjor. That's not Elvish, is it?
He's Nordic.
It is.
He's a Viking.
What does it mean?
So Lorn would be Keeper of Legends.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And Valjor would be of Studious Mind.
I don't know how we got it out. There's no hole in it.
Very sorry. You have a new puzzle, sir.
Yeah, enjoy
I
that.
can show you how I got it out.
Don't do another one.
He's going to.
Stop it!
I haven't.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So when it comes to unknown symbols, the idea is that, just in terms of like a quick context, is you're like, oh shit, this is pretty interesting. This is written from the perspective of a wizard as he is understanding magical spells and particularly attempting to study spells that are outside the grasp. So when we talk about levels in D&D, there needs to be a way to make levels fucking work.
Right.
This is a like, how does an individual that is a level 5 wizard learn 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th level spells? How does he witness another magician perform symbolic movements and understand them? Especially when, not that he would have personally witnessed, but it seems like there's a large section of the history of long forgotten dawn heroes and spells that would look to them as though they have never again been accomplished in feat and majesty.
Dang.
So, again, things beyond 9th level exist.
All right. Coolio.
Chell, I'm going to hop back to you real quick.
Yes.
Just because we had done Terminus, she gave you the instruction on Zenith. You did Nat 20. For TU Erdl for the Thaw, there is no copy of the Thaw in terms of his small little, like, you know, again, maybe like 3 foot high, like three books across, like 2 shelf little thing. They look like cute little, again, picture books, like pop-up books.
I think I had also said something about the Grove
Grove
Guardian.
Keepers.
I would instead like to look through like rituals and see if anything catches my eye in that regard.
Rituals would be back where Felix and Laverna are anywhere, where you would have been looking. Yes. What do you think would catch Thariel's eyes in regards to rituals?
Something that on the spine either has the Tree of Life or like would indicate something about the Grove Guardians themselves that like perform the ritual with the Tree of Life.
You would find a book about the Esper Feast.
Easter Feast, you got it.
Easter Fist.
Very different.
Wait.
Can you spell that for me real quick?
ESTVER.
I'll see what I can do.
Okay.
I'm pretty invested.
DJ, I'll say that it takes a few minutes. You start cracking through the ice. You're able to like kind of get your book free. Sarah, it'll take you another moment or so. Chell, do you want to attempt to break in to get that book, or do you want to ask Laverna for help?
I'll ask Laverna. If she seems like she's gonna give me a hard time, I'll chip away.
I mean, yeah, you're still in the area. I don't know whether or not she'll give you a hard time. It's up to how you ask.
Laverna,
Yes, dear.
could I ask you for one more book?
One more? You're so needy.
I like books, you know this.
Of course I do. They were your favorite thing. There's a reason I was so happy to share in those memories with you.
Just knowledge gives me joy if you'd be so inclined.
What would you like?
That one, please.
Oh.
Oh?
What an interesting book.
Why do you say that?
By my father.
Has he written many books in this library?
A handful, mostly on herbalism and botany and things of that nature.
And that would tie in with the Esperfest because of the tree, correct?
Yes, it's the cleansing ritual for the tree. It has to disperse the evil out through its roots.
What happens if it's
Purification plants. It's like a cleansing thing.
Tree shits.
not? What happens if the tree isn't cleansed?
Well, it becomes corrupted over time, of course, as all things would become.
Evil.
Should they not cleanse themselves of other poisons?
If a tree were to go an extended period of time without a cleansing, would it be salvageable?
It's not.
I don't know.
It's not small.
Perhaps. It might take a great magical ritual to cleanse it then.
Can anyone perform the ritual?
No.
Who can?
My family line, dear.
Are we not family?
We are. If you can do it, you can do it. I would love to see you perform it.
What are the requirements for it?
Oh, I've never had to do it myself. My father did it. Up until the day he died.
You seem very busy with picking through Felix's mind. I don't want to bother you. Would you mind just passing me the book and I can try and find it myself?
Absolutely.
Yeah, try and take in as much of it as I can.
I will love to watch.
Me read this book?
Oh no, someday when you attempt to cleanse the tree, dear.
Okay.
I wish you well.
Oh no, it's fine.
Do you walk away?
Slowly.
Okay.
Backwards.
I'll wait till she's out of earshot, and actually, I don't even have to do that. I'll just say in her head,
Yeah.
I'll start trading you secrets for books.
You're a fiend.
Just their secrets.
It's like trading their secrets.
Oh, well,
What do you want? Name your price. I don't care. You can have it.
of course.
It's a
I would love nothing more, Felix. She'll say it back in your mind.
Okay. I'll just start. I'll just kind of start perusing the shelves all around. I'll just take my time,
Sure, absolutely.
and I'll just if she doesn't follow me, I'll just gesture.
Yeah,
You threw watch the
absolutely.
bed. Nazgrim is scared of the dark.
I want meaningful
was canon for a
things,
little bit.
Felix.
Was.
Okay.
Good.
Yep.
Yeah. What would you like to look for? Just this way we can create a list.
I would
ship's
go
log.
over. I think the first. It probably is on the other side, but I would go over to the royal lineages,
Yeah,
and I would look. You were looking. She was looking for the longest. I would be looking for the shortest
sure.
in terms
Tarathel.
of in Tarathel,
Yeah, most recent king.
other than him.
Okay.
We know where he is.
Sure.
He's not going anywhere.
Yeah, he apparently he's lazy.
Oh, well.
No wonder why he's got a short section.
Mhm.
I'll say that out loud.
Sure. Sure. You're looking for the next king?
Yeah.
So
well,
the
whoever would have the next shortest.
shortest in volume. So Tarathel, Miradyne. Next in line is Aelost. Aelost.
Okay. I'm sorry. Could you remind me of the order again? Is her family the most recent or the one of the first?
Her
Most
So
recent.
not the Vornia, the whatever she's a bastard of.
the Alvratham is the one sole family line.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Gotcha.
So that's why I'm only giving first names, because all these are Alvrathams.
Alrat, they're all Alrat.
Alvrathams, yes.
What about the other?
Birds of the
Oh,
tail.
okay.
Vornia
So it's
is her
all-
mother's name.
Okay. So all the names of the dead queens, they all married into this family.
Correct.
Oh.
Yeah. That's why none of them had the last name Alvratham.
Sons only?
Not that they only ever had sons, but that,
That's the error.
yeah, they wanted male heirs.
Rude.
Uh-huh.
Well, now they're frozen and dead, so.
Fuck the patriarchy.
Hey,
right?
girl boss!
Now they're literally frozen in time.
Uh-huh.
I'll teach them.
Okay.
What?
The fuck?
I hiccup, dog.
That was like guttural. Yeah, it was like abyssal. It's like-
That's how I hiccup.
God, the demons out.
It's not new.
I'll point at that name. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's like what does it consist of? Like, is it like a lost? Oh, what a bad decade. Like, what
No, I mean, it would look
Worst
predominantly like
times.
he reigned over an area of peace.
Okay.
Yeah. Peace, prosperity. No real, like, as you're perusing, like, titles, there's no, like, wars.
Okay.
There's no, like, great issues.
Boring.
Yeah, genuinely, like, he's got a short time frame, not because he lived short.
Who would you pick, Laverna?
Oh, for most, interesting king?
Yeah.
She's gonna be a little bit biased, I think.
Of course I will be. The days of Miradyne were strange.
Miradyne?
Tarathel's father.
How strange.
How strange was it?
What's the first secret?
Esgrim's died.
It's no secret.
It's not a secret. You've told everyone.
You have like a tally mark on your like shoulder or something. Yeah.
You walk into a room full of strangers and go, "Hello, I'm Nazgrim. I died."
I died.
Twice.
Wouldn't you?
Huh?
No.
I have died, and I won't.
Nesgrim had. I'll say this into her mind. Nesgrim had an Ikorum named.
I got
the
decapitated,
Fallen
DJ.
King.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Had.
Interesting name. Lovely.
That's great.
What was it?
Huh? What's up?
What'd you say? It wasn't.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Speaking telepathically.
It's bad.
Spill
Fair
your
enough.
secrets.
Yeah.
Strange, and that such a venerable and kind man so quickly turned to wrath and ruin. Even beat his own son publicly.
Damn.
He was accused of speaking out against the royal orders.
Ooh, wait, his son or him?
His son.
No. You know,
Yes?
fuck him. And I'll point at the book.
I like how you're leaning into it because you're like, yeah, I know you hate this entire
We're talking about
family.
Aelos.
Yeah, I don't care.
Aelos?
No, she was
These
talking
aren't
about
Elven
Miradyne
ears.
there.
I have no. I just want
Yeah.
some
Some
of the some of the tea.
Yeah.
Come on, not your tea.
Royalty.
Royalty. There it is.
That's
Which book were you pointing at?
you
Anything
s-
about Miradyne or anything
yeah.
about Aelos?
Miradyne. Well, she said that was
You asked
The
which was
best-
the most interesting.
the
right?
most interesting. So then I guess I'd look for a title that's the most interesting. I don't know. Is it like
Oh, yes.
like-
Quite ironically, in a beautiful way, his last book is titled The Fall of the King.
Miradyne and the Great Explosion in the North.
Yeah.
You said the Fall of the King.
Yes.
It's a Miradyne Fafo. Fuck around, find out.
Yeah. She would pull it out from the bookcase. Here you are, Felix.
When was it published?
Ooh. That one I have to look at.
Make him check his notes.
$6,054. I just had to do math in my head.
6,054.
Correct.
Okay. I'll just kind of.
Oh yeah, it would not like a very long tone. It would just be like, as you're perusing through very quickly, it would be like, in the midst of the fall of Miradyne, it would describe very quickly his descension almost into madness, like very Theoden-esque for like Rohan, very like all of a sudden his decrees, his orders, his royal proclamations, and his audiences, whenever he would speak publicly, suddenly became either very brief, interrupted, concluded out of nowhere. He was prone to fits of madness. He was prone to speaking to individuals, like if he was giving a speech from a parapet, like a balcony, he was prone to speaking to figures that no one else could see. And that his son was publicly beaten for speaking out about the request of the public and the noble families for him to abdicate the throne.
What was the son's name?
Tarathel.
Arathel?
Yep.
Right.
So he was publicly beaten. For
Tarathel was publicly beaten for speaking out against Miradyne and requesting that his father abdicate his position as king.
Suggesting application.
So just some light atrocide.
And that, yes, genuinely, in the book, in
How's
the
it end? How's it end?
literally a duel in the city courtyard.
Oh, damn. Is it described in detail?
Yeah. Yes, it talks about
Parry to the
specific.
left, parry to the right?
Not
Catch him in the neck?
Shia LaBeouf. No, not in detail like that. It describes in
Brandon Sanderson?
specific detail the magical formation that Miradyne suddenly took upon himself in the battle, encasing himself almost in ice, becoming near impenetrable.
Shut
Sorry, I'm
Not
sorry.
from any angle.
Really?
Uh-huh.
That's how it happened? And I'll look at her.
Oh, not that that's how he, like, killed...
Yeah, I would stop. No, I would stop mid. This is how it froze?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay. And I just
No,
looked right
didn't-
back down.
That was something the king suddenly became befitted with.
You said that's what happened to Tarathel?
No, Miradine.
Miradine. Okay.
I'll keep reading.
Not leaving.
Yeah, yeah. And that
Grand-
Tarathel summoned, via the draconic heraldry, he summoned the spirit of the mountain. And that the
He called it a summon in a duel? That's not fair.
right, and that
Neither is
the
a frost
lightning,
mech.
the lightning of the summit is what shattered his father's ice, and that is what left him weak and vulnerable. In the battle, Tarathel lost an eye, and he lost his sword arm. Not that he had a sword as an arm. Jesus Christ.
So Tarathel called the dragon.
Tarathel
was part of
calls
his mech.
dragon, shatters Miradon's ice with lightning from the mountain. His father is left vulnerable, and the conclusion of the fight is Tarathel beheads his father. But in the midst of the combat preceding the encasing in ice, Tarathel lost a sword arm and lost one of his 2 eyes.
Ooh, he cheated.
Yeah.
I think it's plain to see he's not a good guy.
Well, I think what he did was right, but then, you know,
It's not that plain to see. He's missing an
Yeah,
eye.
Tarathel.
the king.
Damn.
If the king's insane and he won't abdicate,
Hmm?
you take it.
Well, who's to decide when the king's insane?
When he's speaking to figures that aren't there, fits of madness, brief, weird.
dare speak
proclamation.
against the
It
king!
was also, Tarathel spoke on behalf of all the noble families that went, hey, you should probably stop. And he went, I'm going to beat my son in the courtyard. And then he was like, ow,
What if
papa.
I don't?
Right?
What
Ah,
if?
pot pie. I mean, papa.
Put that Popeye on the brain. I gotta read that book.
How interesting.
Shame, really.
That sucks. Did he ever get his eye or arm back?
Well, he died,
No.
so
What?
died. I mean,
Wait, when did he die? Is that in here that he dies?
He's for sure still alive.
Yeah, he's
oh, I thought you said that the.
No, Miradine. Miradine.
Miradine died.
Yeah.
He
I
was-
thought Miradine also, because it was like he lost an
Struck
eye
by
and an
lightning
arm,
and
and then
then-
he was beheaded and struck by lightning.
struck by
Your
lightning,
papa
then
got
beheaded.
made.
Okay, yeah. Did he ever get his limbs restored or his eye?
No.
Isn't it possible?
Oh, well, it should have been. If otherwise not struck by the king's blade.
What kind of blade did he use?
What would you like to trade, Felix?
I'll try to flip through the book. Maybe I missed something describing the blade. Nope.
No, nothing that describes anything curious about the king's sword.
The book about the blade, how it was crafted.
I mean, you would see that there would be a book proceeding within his line that would talk about this sacred sword of Alglatha.
The blade of the king.
Okay, so there is a book, The Sacred Sword of Alglatha.
Yeah.
Okay, Vorst can speak to figures in his memory. Conversations that shouldn't happen. I say this into her mind.
That he can speak into the past, you mean?
Yes,
Oh.
as he is now. You're a time wizard! No, he did that!
What a curious spirit.
You don't remember?
Like
You spoke to like the old shaman in your memory. As a child, you were asking like questions that like a grown ass man would ask.
through spirit walking, and I was also able to summon and talk to Camilla. Yeah,
No, yeah, not just Camilla, but the
shaman
elder,
in my
yeah.
memory. Yes, yeah.
Quite interesting.
You would just look
Would you
over
like
and
the
just
book,
like,
or would you like to just know?
Why not both? It was a good one.
That's not how I trade. You do not get 2 things for 1 knowledge.
I like pot pie.
Oh, that's not good enough.
What if I have a coupon?
Bongo.
Yeah, I mean the title is The Sacred Blade of
Alglatha.
of Alglatha. I'm assuming that's it, right? That's the book about it.
Oh, that will tell you how it was forged and constructed. Not what made it special.
Wouldn't that? Why not? Why would you exclude that?
Oh, because that happened long after the blade was forged, Felix.
Okay, you tell me then.
Mm.
You have to tell the truth though.
Oh, of course I do. We've made a deal. We shook hands, Felix.
Again.
Oh dear. How wonderful. Yeah, it seems like as she shakes your hand, not that like she lingers in the handshake, but like it's a little bit more weaker gripped.
Weak or gripped?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a softer, more gentle handshake. Oh, the king's blade. The blade wasn't corrupted, Felix.
Was corrupted?
Wasn't.
Okay.
The king was.
Well, that's a bit of a slight.
Mm-hmm. What?
You didn't tell me what happened to the blade.
His limbs were not able to be restored because the king's magic propelled itself into the blade and infused it. How do you think items become cursed, Felix?
So it's now cursed. If if the blade still exists, it is now cursed.
It would be indeed. By the spirit of Mirrodine. By the plague that consumed him.
Then this blade, does it need to potentially devour the souls of evil or good if it's not used enough? Maybe like just dwarf sized.
What a very particular question you're asking, Felix. Ironically, yes.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
God.
No, John gave me a cursed sword for my birthday in fall.
Yeah, you had to kill with it or be killed.
Yeah.
That's right.
I had to kill it or eat my soul. On my birthday. It was
Happy
great.
birthday.
It's really good.
Happy birthday.
You immediately got rid of it.
Yeah, and then
Have you sinned?
have you committed a sin? That's what I was gonna have to do.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying his soul is in it. Where did
Part of it.
Part of
yes.
it. Oh.
Indeed. Things can linger beyond the physical existence of a creature.
The throne room?
Well, Tarthel did wield it after he slew his father.
Ooh, that's probably not a good. That's not a good look.
It's the sacred sword of Alglatha.
Not so sacred. I'm.
He
like
also
the-
didn't know it was corrupted.
Or the what? What is he inept?
It's not that it physically changed, Felix. It's not like it suddenly grew great goatly horns and grew in size and stature. Simply was a sword.
She did that.
She didn't do that.
No, I didn't.
You weren't here, but she
Yeah,
did that.
she did. You missed that, Nesgrim. It was horrifying. I can show you later. Okay. Well, I guess we'll just have to keep an eye out for that blade and maybe destroy it. I don't know. That's not great.
Good luck.
Finding it, destroying it, wielding it.
Whatever you choose. I'm not here to make your choices, Felix. You handle Alglatha however you choose to measure it.
All right. And I'll continue walking and perusing.
Yep, absolutely.
More books.
Mm-hmm.
Not looking for anything specific. If anybody else wants to do it.
Actually, I need... Oh, dear. Well, I mean, you guys would all be looking at things again still. In the midst of conversation still. You would hear once again, "Get out!" And then, yes, not that the castle itself would shake and rumble, the bookcases would slightly rattle, as would the frozen people.
Oh.
Like,
Do they look like they're going to fall?
it looks like around the area in the proximity for their attachment, it looked like whatever limbs are attached to frozen surfaces kind of snapping like they're breaking free.
Ooh.
I'd like to hit the one closest to me.
Great!
What?
Sure, you can make an attack roll against it, because...
Because I see it move.
John, I messaged you.
I hear
Message
get out and the
Yeah.
thing shudder.
This
We
would have
just
been like
fought
a
fire
the
and
meantime
things.
sort of thing.
I mean,
So you just go straight to attacking?
well,
He can only do so much. He's a paladin.
it's, I'll smite it.
Damn.
Nothing happens. Cool. When you do it.
You know. That's a 17 to hit.
17 hits. You can roll damage. It's a thing.
It is a thing. Yeah.
It's a person, John.
Yeah.
Don't say thing.
No, he's striking the ice. The ice is a thing. I have the stat block for the ice.
You're going to free it.
If you hurt my friends, I swear to
What?
God.
You're using the dragon slaying sword, right?
Yeah.
All right, great.
Because, yeah, 12 hits. Please do a lot.
No.
Please.
Well,
No.
I capped both damage die.
God damn it.
16 damage.
Oh, you beautiful man. What? It's it's slashing damage. Yeah. You're not smiting or anything, right?
No.
Great.
Maybe?
All right.
Should I be?
Dude, I'm asking questions. I am not proposing should or shouldn't. I am here
Wait.
only to provide the space of an arbiter.
No, I would. I would Searing Smite.
oh yeah!
DJ, the person is trapped inside!
Hey, I crushed a statue. Come on, give him a pass here.
These are citizens.
Because I had.
Not this one.
They're not affected people. Like, they're just
They
in
were just
stasis.
chilling.
Yeah.
But they rattled a little bit, so
Chilling.
smite them.
That
right.
was unintentional.
So you searing
He
smite.
said, "Ah!
You can roll.
Go to hell!"
You can roll the fire damage as well.
Extra attack.
See you in Terminus! What happened? It
Back to
moved.
Imperial.
I
It
got
moved
great
a little.
news.
Yeah.
6.
6 fire damage.
Yep.
Great. It's vulnerable.
Is this one an elf or a human?
I would say just because of just the logic of numbers, it's an elf. Actually no, fuck it. I'll roll a d20. I said 18 people. It's an elf. Yeah. Okay. You 6 and 12. 12 and 16 is 28.
Sorry. No, my damage roll for slashing was 16.
Yeah,
'cause
yeah.
It was 12 and 12 and 4.
16 plus it's vulnerable to fire.
Oh,
so
I
6
see. Sorry,
doubled
sorry,
is the
sorry,
12.
sorry.
Yep, you're fine. So 28 damage. So like get out. Rattle and you just
Oh, God!
To hell!
you immediately cast Searing Smite. Also roll for burnout. And then you slash at this elven man that was just
He was just in the library
like
reading a book.
pointing at like a scroll like lovingly like
Why was he posing? He deserved it.
look at my beautiful work. I'm so proud. Slain!
Wait, it was the author reading his own book? No, it's fine. Take him out.
It's not a book. It's like a parchment. It's a seal of like contract.
Oh.
I just hear, what the fuck?
It's a picture of his family.
So, hold on, because I first have to
It's a
take
nudie
a
calendar.
con save. Ah, Jesus.
I've thought it.
No.
You killed him.
You awoke it.
No, it's killed.
Well, we don't
These
know. We don't.
citizens have like 2 hit points.
You shatter.
We've
the
all killed a
ice.
civilian once in a while.
I
Come on.
shattered the.
You shatter the ice and envelop this
Not in this
frozen individual in flame. The flame scatters over the icicle shape, and as you see it start to melt, it fractures like it's a mirror. Not the ice. The man within
Oh my god.
shatters into dust. Like the icicle is struck, enveloped in flame, and its response is implode, not explode.
Oh.
And just
Throw it in a bag and huff it later.
like
Oh, you dusted him.
you dusted a man.
To which I reply, what the fuck?
What are you doing?
Oh yeah, you would all hear. It would be a loud shattering, like slam. Somebody threw a fucking panel of glass down on the ground. Yeah, nothing remains except for small particles of ice and dust and flesh.
What the hell was that?
It scared me, and when we
You have weapons!
When
Very
we-
strong weapons! It scared you!
When
and
we-
you shattered it?
Thoriel, you're friends with a murderer.
when we came in
Give me a second.
when we came in initially, we got attacked by people like this.
No, those look like plants. These look like people.
Yeah, or ice monsters that were gigantic.
Well, that's
How
what-
much sulfur is in that dust?
Oh my god.
You separated?
3%.
What?
Like 3%.
Okay, all right.
Is there enough dust for Ether to huff?
There's
No.
also chlorine. Look at what we're made of.
I thought they were coming to life. So I
It would be
You not only hit it, you smited it.
you broke it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was worried that it was thawing and I was
Well, it's not now.
Lorena, what were the first signs of madness with the king?
Oh, I mean, random acts of violence towards innocent individuals was one of them.
Fantastic.
We don't know that guy was innocent. Hold on, I'm stepping in as his lawyer here.
Oh, that man over there? Terrible author.
See? Just probably deserved it.
That's a lot.
Thoriel, you would have really disapproved of his writing style.
That's fair. I would not turn him into dust.
Could you
Thoriel,
show her
a
book?
fan of epilogues.
Oh, all right. Well,
He
Burn
asked,
it more!
he asked people to pose nude while holding his scrolls. It was terrible.
It was awful.
What John didn't tell you is that he was in the library holding the scroll. His dick was out.
That's
Frozen in
that's what
time
scared
like
him.
that. He's got a weapon. He's packing heat.
You can't just kill innocent people because you're scared.
I didn't know he was innocent. To be fair,
Did he attack you?
I thought he was going to.
Did he?
No.
No, he stood there.
He was
frozen.
frozen.
Yes.
But I was worried he was thawing and then was going to attack. Laverna's been saying that.
the bookshelves might fall over. Do you want to smack them around too while
Well,
you're at
they're
it?
a lot less likely
Yeah,
to.
how much did they shake?
I mean, like, a good rumble.
Okay.
So about the same amount
I'd
as
like
the
to
man.
step
did any
out
of
of
the
the
ice
way
fracture?
of falling shelves.
Again,
As
if
it
they
rumbled.
have, like, large areas of points of contact to surfaces that are frozen, so, like, if somebody's got an arm against, like, a bookcase, it's not like their arm is free now. It's like, oh, a small crack.
No, yeah, there's fractures in the
Roughly
ice now. It's not-
10% would have looked as though it would have maybe been freed.
I get out of the shelves there.
Yeah.
I could fall.
The entire kingdom is frozen over.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that this individual man was or was not innocent. I don't know. However, I can probably confirm that not 100% of the people that are frozen are possibly.
But I wasn't willing to take the chance.
Oh my god!
Terrible author. Genuinely.
I don't.
Epilogues,
You've
bad
never
plot twists.
preemptively killed
Couldn't stand
or
him.
preemptively
Subverting
struck.
expectations.
No.
Yes, right?
You've never struck
It was all a
anything
dream.
preemptively.
No.
You've
Oh,
never done
the
something you've
worst
never done
bloodlines.
before.
Never.
I don't think I have. I
Romances
do.
that were
First thing out of your mouth
forced.
was I killed it on kill again.
Zero
Yeah, I didn't say
backstory,
as a
all immediate lovers, no slow burns.
Well, that's rude. I don't like this man. I did not say that again. I'm saying moving forward, we can't bring him back. I'm aware. I'm not happy about it. He's
Poor
dead.
diverse representation too.
Well, I hate this man.
What?
However,
Are you telling me it was all elves?
Oh yeah, yeah.
white
Oh.
men actually.
White men. This guy really had a hard-on for white humans.
There were no green dudes?
Not a single green man.
Come on!
Oh my god.
All I'm saying is moving forward, take a second before you go reaching for your weapon.
Out! Nothing shakes. You just hear that one, and instead of it being like a long whisper, that one does feel like a raspy, like, shriek.
That was his favorite author.
Like,
Of course it was. Piece of shit.
the white man.
Oh my god. You just killed Tom Clancy.
I was going for John Grisham.
Nice.
The scroll he was holding up was Rack Drescher.
Hate.
He was a really big elf.
You're a soldier, correct?
No.
I don't know what I
No?
did. Now that I think about it.
No.
You're a paladin.
I'm not in a war.
He was kept in a zoo for people.
Yeah.
Were you never told about this?
No, I don't.
Oh, he
think
was.
it
Oh, he was basically a
love
person in a cage.
Wait, the one person he
That
didn't
one
tell
counts.
backstory to?
That counts as a secret.
Come on.
No.
I can tell you who kept him.
Yes, that would count.
All right, for a book.
She's saying that aloud.
Okay, for a book.
For sure.
In your mind, Sisters of Acceptance.
Oh,
Right?
interesting.
Then I'll start looking for another book.
Nesgrim, I heard you died.
Yeah, a couple times.
Couple.
I got killed by a door.
He'd be a younger man than the first time she met him.
Yeah. Uh huh. A door.
That didn't kill you.
Almost did.
That we've talked about this. You,
Yeah,
you
that
didn't
does
die.
not-
It doesn't matter. He's talking to Laverna. He could be lying if he wants to.
A door.
I got punched in the throat by some knives.
Just knives? There was no one wielding
Well,
the
there was a
knives.
man behind them. But
wielding several knives at once?
No, like
Were
they were on his
chakrams?
fists.
Is that-
Yeah, chakram or whatever they were called.
Oh,
Bam, right?
You really need to go get those.
oh,
I was into the woods.
dear.
You guys
Okay.
buried them.
We buried him
Yeah,
near
when we were-
Ethier's shack, if I
Yes.
remember right.
Not Ethier. Yeah.
Near his tent. Yeah.
Oh wait, they're in the city?
Yeah.
Oh fuck!
They're in
We're
Ethier's
not
tent.
getting
They're buried under.
Who?
The chakras.
The
He's been
chakras.
he was
Yeah.
framed.
No, I
for
thought you
murder.
took the chakrams out into the wild and threw
He
them in
did. We discarded them
Yeah,
after
the bones, right?
after the owlbear fight.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
okay.
bones are in Ethier's bone pile.
Oh,
Yes.
that's
But
right.
like, good
okay.
luck discerning that
Any
from the
other
pile
deaths,
of bones that he
Nesgrim?
has.
I most recently got.
No, Nesgrim, stop.
Oh,
That was worth
yes.
something.
Don't
Yeah.
trade any more secrets.
These aren't secrets shared between friends.
No, Nesgrim, stop.
Aren't we friends?
I'm making small deals here, getting some information for information. Again, as his lawyer, I step in.
I trust.
Your Honor.
I trust Felix more than you. So.
Oh, well, I understand. You are close friends, aren't you? He wouldn't have already told me several secrets about you quietly for books without your knowledge.
It's none of my business.
That's my lawyer.
That's the most base thing he said.
Snap loyalty.
Like,
I'll fucking care,
that's none of my
bitch.
business. Holy shit.
Damn.
That's my lawyer's
God damn.
I respect that about you. I wish people of Alglatha had more of a sense of loyalty and understanding to the workings of other people.
Yep. Sure.
She does that over your head at a distance.
People of Alglatha had more loyalty.
He'll process it.
They
later.
were all backstabbers.
Yeah, I gather.
No.
Well, I
Not
mean,
that they were all backstabbers, Felix. People were afraid. Afraid to make decisions in times of need.
people act rashly out of fear.
People act rashly out of fear. Some people are also prone to do nothing when afraid. But doing nothing is just as bad as reacting poorly.
Or not at all.
That's what she said.
That's doing nothing.
Doing nothing, or not at all.
Nesgrim,
I'm going to speak directly with your lawyer.
Nesgrim, please.
You had your one banger, you're checked out for the day.
He's way too clever for you to even understand. Nothing, or at all.
Do you have
dude.
sections written down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you got? What do we got?
So you.
I wrote a
don't-
list
yeah.
of like 40 fucking sections that I left on my desk.
Oh.
I recall the majority of them. So if you are looking for additional things, there are in the Rolodex of my brain still a lot of shit that I know is supposed to be listed here for major sections.
Let's go with catastrophic. You know, any
History.
Yeah, history, but more like natural disasters. Big ones.
Cataclysms.
Yeah.
Okay, so for a thing that I can connect to that for you, as opposed to cataclysms, you would be able to see something quite literally at the beginning of the historical section for what we were looking at earlier. Shortly after Imperia, in the foundings of several other cities, there would have been something called Shaping of the North, of the Volraut itself.
Oh, that's odd.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah. Sure, she would just walk over. Oh.
Shaping of the Vorat.
You want to know why we look the way that we do for the North? Our shape. The way the world was reconstructed in the aftermath.
Aftermath. Oh, there's no. That's what I was looking for initially. But there's nothing on that.
Yes. Well, after the Dawn War, we had to figure some new things out. Better place things around for ourselves. Make sure
Okay.
things were safe.
Go with the reshaping for 300.
What will you give me, Felix?
I already gave you. We already made the deal.
No.
No, we did.
This is incredibly expensive, Felix.
Oh, come on.
Nesgrim knowledge is insufficient.
You're fucking rinsing me here.
No, Felix. He's also very
I
easy
gave
to
you a
read.
really good one.
He's incredibly easy to just get information out of. Look at him.
Okay.
He verbalized to me without any probing that he died multiple times.
Yeah, a couple times.
See? Nazgrim, you didn't tell me who killed you last, most
No,
recently.
hey, Nazgrim.
Yeah, I'm not.
Thariel, could you just put him in a bubble?
Silence.
Yeah.
I don't know if I
And I'll start to do the somatic component for
silence.
Yeah. Like, come on.
It's like blindness and deafness.
Blind to death.
No, he can still see.
I died multiple times!
Oh! I don't have silence. I do have banishment. Silence? Not anymore. I used all my spell slots.
He's not allowed to go back there. Assuming he goes there.
One moment to find out.
I'd
Whack.
rather not.
Disguise self, I could also look like Nesgrim, just annoy the shit out of you.
Come on.
Disguise Nesgrim.
Something good.
How good?
Like Clover.
What are we talking?
In terms of secrets of the world, this is a very important one. This one connects directly to me.
I think it's self.
The shaping of things.
Did you do any shaping?
Yes. No.
Huh?
Where would you be pointing? Like outside, like at one of the
Yeah.
windows?
Yeah. Huh?
Higher, Felix. Yes.
Guy?
Yes.
What the fuck? You're so full of shit.
I am the night.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
Are you the reason for the stars not showing up?
No, that's something that I very much wish to stop.
Oh, okay. So what? How juicy? Pick someone. Not me though.
Thoriel,
Ooh.
Be involved. I've given her enough.
I want to know.
Go on.
Oh. What would make her love me again?
Yeah, I'll just take a moment.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
off the top of my head, that's difficult to answer.
I was gonna say that's totally something a third party can answer for someone.
But she wants to hear from other people. Yeah. In that time frame, anybody else doing anything at all?
You really just gotta put yourself out there.
While we're
You
in
got
the
it.
history
Honesty,
section,
man.
anything
Honesty,
labeled
bro.
Dawn Heroes. You wanna see how Gladys perspective on it?
Yeah, no, there would absolutely be several books in the beginning of the, right in the aftermath of the Empyrean Age, similarly to where he is looking. There would be several books on the Dawn Heroes, each one of them labeled for individuals.
Is
The
there
royal
any-
family would have kept detailed records of the Dawn Heroes.
What artifacts do we already have?
None.
We know about the
None.
ring.
You don't have any.
We don't.
We had a ring.
I thought we had the crown. Or I have the crown.
You have a foe.
You have a
Oh,
replica
that's
of the
right.
Coronet of
That's
Wrath.
right.
Sabrina had the original. Sabrina was taken into the inner sanctum, and then she was given the faux
Gotcha.
Coronet of Wrath.
Do we know? Was the mantle?
Oh, the Mantle Mortis?
Yeah, wasn't.
That was the one that was listed at the bottom.
But we haven't heard anything about where that is.
We are guessing.
Unknown
Yeah.
for who
Okay.
has it.
We've pondered that Dawn has it.
Okay.
Mhm.
That's what I thought, but I couldn't remember if we'd actually talked about that in game.
Yeah.
If you're looking for anything along the lines of the Dawn Hero stuff, I would also like to take a look for that stuff too. So I'll take a look as well with you.
You're also looking?
Yeah, I would because I would also like as far as like Dawn Heroes, as well as the I'd be looking for anything about those like creepy names that we had been given.
The one for the artifacts or the ones for the like creatures that are buried here in the north?
Creatures and artifacts.
Sure,
yes.
absolutely. Okay.
I would probably try and grab Eldath's. Beings we're in Elglatha and looking for the Grove stuff.
As a thing, Eldath was not one of the Dawn Heroes. Eldath is one of the
One of the creatures.
deity figures
Yeah.
that is buried. They have
Gotcha.
things on the 12 Dawn Heroes,
Okay.
not on the gods, devils, primordials, and demons. Sorry,
Got
just
the wrong
want to
list.
make that
No,
clear.
you're good.
No.
Mhm. Yeah, specifically, I would be looking for Eldath as well as who was the other one? The
Helm for out here for in Faintest Leeson.
yes, Helm, Eldath, and then there was another one. It was the
Aeon the Exalted?
Auril for the
Arl, the goddess of
Goddess
winter. Yeah,
That's the Ring of Winter.
that is the name of the Ring of Winter.
The Goddess of Winter.
Okay.
Yes, but that is the one that has the relation to the Ring of Winter.
Yeah.
I'm not going to ask you to roll. There's not anything on any of this as well.
Okay.
Like, when it comes to trying to present, like, again, slightly pulling back curtain, when trying to present historical things, despite this being the Royal Library, they're not going to be like, hey, the thing that we are quietly guarding over being buried out here.
Here's a public information bit about this.
They're going to venerate and celebrate to a historical degree. So I guess venerate is a bit too much of a faith-bound word. They're going to respect and revere and appreciate the sacrifice made by the Dawn Heroes. They're not going to discuss the things that are buried.
Okay. So then, more specifically then, if I could let me pull up the list here, because we definitely had a rundown list of all of them.
Correct. Yeah, you had also put the image up in the world details.
Yes, I'm looking for the list of the Dawn Heroes.
Oh, sorry. I have that. Baedrith, Bracem, Karsa, Dawn, Durgan, Dumar, Elsith, Cole, Corva, Nagos, Ulriet, Sagul, and Tersi.
Cole and Corva. That's who I'm looking for specifically then.
Cool. Yeah, I would say that there would be a section literally entitled Twins of Winter. And then it would have Cole and Corva for their names specifically. Yeah. Same thing, a strength check just this way for the amount of time.
It's a 19 on the die.
Yep.
Nice.
Anyone else doing
Plus
anything
7.
during the time frame of Felix and
Plus 4.
Nesgrim interacting with Laverna? Yes.
I would still be looking for that table. And
Yes, for the books, you've scoured throughout the entire library. You do not find anybody sitting with these, like, presumed 10 to 12 books
Okay.
worth
they're
of the
not in
schools of
here.
magic. Not in the library themselves.
Okay.
Sarah, was there anything you would like to be doing?
Um,
You were looking for botany and things like that.
yeah, I
That is
have
correct.
the Arborist Blights
Correct.
book.
You were getting that out. You had rolled the 16. You are
Yeah.
correct. Yeah, I would say that you would free that by now. You would see that it is written by Elisil Piriella.
Damn.
Again, pretty sizable book, probably 300 to 500 pages roughly in length. Is there anything you would want a brief summation or synopsis of for, like, swiftly hopping through?
The symptoms, I guess, of the.
Ooh, for what the tree would present in terms of
Yeah.
symptoms? Yeah. I would say that it would be very difficult. What makes understanding the corruption of a tree so difficult is that obviously it typically starts in the roots. And that you don't see physical manifestations in changes to the tree itself for a long period of time. The most common thing is that if it is a fruit-bearing tree, you would see changes in the fruit or of anything else that might be pollinated out from it. So changes in the leaf or the fruit texture and things like that before you would see changes in the trunk.
Do those sound familiar to what I experienced?
They sound quite genuinely the opposite. Ritoria experienced predominantly because I want to... This doesn't feel like overstepping because it was 20 years. Delawin would have recognized that in the specific genesis of this blight, that it doesn't have a physical change to the fruit or leaves. Again, stemming back to what has previously been indicated, oh shit, we're recognizing that the thing is capable of hiding, masking itself, disguising itself. That was what was so concerning to Laverna and to Elisil, that the fruit and the leaves were disguised. They did not look different, and that it was only able to be discerned typically by peeling back the outer bark and observing the heartwood.
Ooh, pocket that book.
Yeah.
The other thing realizing that this stuff is not here.
Yeah.
I would be looking for books on like spell crafting and spell housing, because we know what the dwarves in Felfarthen were doing. So I'm trying to see what, if anything, they were researching here in terms of like magical things.
What do you mean by spell housing?
So, like, where the dwarves of Felfarthen trying to make like a philosopher's stone and talking about housing spells in objects and how objects have souls and things of that nature. I would be looking for comparable research that they may have done here in either a different route or
cool. That's why I'm asking, because like to me, absolutely. That's why you guys found scrolls.
Right.
This is the area of silverbark trees. There's the recognition that silverbark paper, the pulp of the silverbark tree, produces enhanced scrolls,
Okay.
amplifying the effects of the magic.
Gotcha. Okay.
I literally had like 7 pages open earlier today while sitting at work reading about pulp making and fucking paper making and shit. So I was like, I have to make sure the symbolism of the pulp machine works correct. No one will ever ask, but I must know.
And then he asked.
And then he asked. Yeah, again, you're not going to ask about how does John pulp tree. Well, you gotta ask.
Yeah.
But it's cinematic.
Yeah, right? You don't
Silvery barbs.
How do they pulp the tree?
It's really fucking specific. You have to strip away the cellulose fibers and then you lengthen them.
Dry them out in the sun. And...
No, typically you wet first to be able to get the fibers pulped together. So this way you put them into the press, initial stage of dissolution to get the fibers waxing materials together. Because paper itself is not like actually really bonded. It goes through the several stages of like
pressed a bunch.
Yes, water, push, mush, water out, water, push, tighter mush. It's a lot of mush.
So push and smush.
Push and mush. It's literally push and mush, dude. Over and over again. It's really erotic, honestly.
Makes sense.
Edelstein must have been great at making
Swoosh.
Well, calm down up there, Gutenberg. All right.
Right? But genuinely, there is the recognition that spell scrolls crafted on silverbark are capable of performing at higher levels than traditional spell scrolls, and that when utilized in magic as a material component, silverbark itself is an enhanced amplifier, and anything crafted of that material is an enhanced quality. So that's also where, like, again, forever ago, don't mind pulling back curtain, when it was the like, oh, you need a thing forged of star metal or of silverbark.
Yeah.
This is why.
Yeah, it's the substitute.
Correct.
Okay. In whatever I find about the silverbark, does it talk about using the silverbark to push the spells past, like where you were talking about pushing stuff past 9th level? Does it talk about using it in order to do that?
Yeah.
Is there any spells in particular that they get into or theorize on using that for?
This is where Terminus is.
Gotcha.
And it would be discussed not in the what Terminus is. It would be like literally the only physical, mortally achieved accomplishment of such a spell is Terminus.
Sure.
Nothing else.
In terms of making another realm?
No.
Or
just
just
literally
pushing
a spell
past ninth
pushed
level.
past what is presumed capable of mortals.
Gotcha. Terminus is the only one that has been done.
As far as
they're aware.
historical knowledge about Glatha, and that it would be discussed here, like again, whilst like swapping through, it would be like, this is discussed incredibly briefly within this book.
Sure.
At the concluding point, and in a state of simultaneously secrecy and reverence, of like, we pay homage and great tribute and gratitude towards the completion of Terminus. That's it.
Sure. So they don't talk about like
What the fuck it is, how it was done.
That, just like spells that they want to or are theorizing about pushing past 9th level. Okay. Okay.
Anyone else during any time frame for while we're still resolving Laverna plus Felix?
Would you
And Nesgrim.
And Nesgrim. Fuck Nesgrim.
would you allow in that time frame to look for any book. You said the authors are not necessarily written on the books?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not on the outside binding. They're only on the insides.
Okay.
Is there anything on Spellbane?
The plant?
Yes.
Over in the botany section by her. No, it wouldn't be titled Spellbane. Like, Spellbane is not so important as a plant that I would say that it would have its own unique book about it.
Gotcha.
But there would be...
I'd imagine it's like a components book of some
Correct.
sort.
Yeah, there would be several books discussing like literally long laundry lists of like hundreds of herbs and their incorporations into plants or into magical spells and plants. Chislin, what were you freeing again?
The book on Corva and Cole.
Correct. Okay.
Twins of Winter.
Twins of Winter.
The Twinter Winds.
The Twinters.
Twinks of Winter.
The Twinks of Winter, yes.
Okay.
Where is he?
Back to you guys then,
there.
because that's still time frame.
You want to go first?
Yeah.
I don't know. You were.
Oh shit. Come back to me. I had a question. I wanted to ask
You were
her.
just shattering a man.
No, I had a question I wanted to ask her. I forgot what it was.
So she'd asked how to what? She love make her
How
love her?
to make Thariel love her again.
I mean, that's a loaded question,
We're in a library. Just figure
right,
it out.
Laverna?
Yeah.
I don't think you can make her love you, but maybe you should start treating her like the woman she is rather than the child that you raised. And don't say that you already do. The amount that you speak to not only her, but the rest of us with condescending tone is irritable.
I'm sorry, Felix.
Don't apologize to me. Give me the book.
I want your pity. I want the book.
Perhaps you're right, though. I'm sorry. Regardless of whether or not you want the apology, it is important for me to offer it. Even if you choose not to forgive me. Understand, please, as best as you can, the binding of books sometimes also applies to people. Yeah.
When was it published?
137 AR.
Hell yeah. Wait, 137?
Yep.
Whoo!
Let's go back.
A guy named
Way back.
Aurelius Marcus?
His name Marcus, though.
Marcus.
So I've remembered the question I had.
Hell yeah. So she, and then you're right here also.
Just a little too close.
Where's the private library?
The adults on
It's so much better than you said a little too close.
Where's the private library? Your breath is very warm, Nesgrim. You're so hot. Sorry. You're young now, Nesgrim. It's quite the catching of the eye.
So
Yeah.
ew.
I guess ghosts
said
do have a
viral,
taste for
bro.
fungi, I guess.
Pardon me?
Said
Goats have a taste for fungi?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Felix just
true.
starts like he like loses control of it, like close the book.
Isn't your charisma high?
Yeah.
That's
Got
Alarming.
Felix.
It has to be as a paladin, yeah.
well,
Just like to think it works. He says this shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh,
He just
it hasn't.
I'm sad
He's-
that you
he's
see
the
me
worst.
in such a light.
Oh.
he's disarming. Look at him.
Only kidding, of
Just makes
course.
him golden retriever.
I'm not a mushroom, so
Be weird if he was.
I'm
Inside
going to
check.
ask you to make a deception.
I don't look like a mushroom.
I know.
Aren't you technically made of
17.
mushroom?
You said deception?
I know he was
I don't
born
think
of
most people
mushroom.
who aren't made of mushroom go around saying, "I'm not made of mushroom."
Hey, guess what? I'm not a mushroom.
Yeah, that's gonna make anybody go, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, I mean, she can discern that there's definitely something strange about you offering that information unprompted. You're not a mushroom.
I'm not like a
Nesgrim, stop.
mushroom or
No.
anything.
Felix,
Where's the private library?
what are you looking for?
So this is all publicly available.
It's not.
Yes. To individuals that are capable of entering here. There used to be a great guard that watched over the library long ago. You had to have a pass to get in here.
Naturally, the royal family wouldn't use this library.
The royal library.
The royal library?
For the
For the royal family?
It's.
Are you
quite
talking about where the
specifically
king
called
and the
Royal
queen
Library
kept
of
their
House.
own books in their personal chambers?
Yes.
They're in their chambers, Nesgrim. Would you like to go?
Is there not like a offshoot small room filled with books from their chambers?
No, they're in their chambers. Nesgrim.
Why would someone have this size and not include? Maybe
They
when
wouldn't have this size of a library
I
for
was-
their personal chambers.
all of this. They have all of this, and they couldn't find space for a
For what?
library off their chambers. I don't want to have to walk all the way across.
What?
You don't even know where their
I
chambers are.
don't. You're right.
Have any of us seen Nesgrim ever read?
Yeah.
You know, now that you mention it,
At some point, maybe.
No, certainly.
What?
The nuns probably taught you, or the sisters.
Oh, yeah.
would-
There would have also been things with
He was
like the
raised by nuns.
locket
He
in
can
the
read.
beginning of the campaign.
Like
that
he doesn't
would have read.
understand that like sometimes people just leave books on their nightstand. This is
That's
a
good.
confusing
well, they
conversation.
probably didn't do that at the zoo that he was
Well,
raised
no,
in.
yeah,
That's fair.
he was raised in like a orphanage, so it's like it would have been like, no, books are kept like you got to keep them in the place, otherwise you get beat.
Because it's a zoo, not an orphanage. Okay,
It's an
all right.
orphan zoo.
Yeah.
You laugh. That's basically what it was.
It really was.
It's an orphan zoo, yeah.
And you can
had your
most.
dad there.
Yeah.
I would
He just
definitely.
would have put me there.
He was also there.
He came to visit.
I definitely discern that he can read though,
Okay, all
because
right.
like God willing,
The
he
lo-
would read the scriptures.
The line of questioning just had me. That just
Yes,
popped into my
uh-huh.
mind. I just wanted to check in with everybody. Have we seen him read?
You've definitely seen Nesgrim read.
Inside check.
If you're looking for the things that they would have personally
Roll
been
history.
reading, they would be in their chambers. There's no special spot here for the king or the queen.
Where are their chambers?
Never seen a
Upstairs,
book in
right
my
off the
life.
throne room.
So never nearby.
I mean, maybe a little bit nearby. We can hear Papa yelling.
She just said it's upstairs
Well, we passed some stairs on the way over.
and
here,
near the
so-
throne.
Oh,
room,
we're
so-
right outside the waiting hall to ascend the grand audience stairs to go up to the last rooms.
So it's not that far of a walk
No,
for them.
we could
to
walk
come,
right now, just you and I.
for the royal family to come to this library.
Correct.
What I was asking.
Would you like to see their chambers?
I'm,
Then?
I'm gonna give her a look. Like
They've not been used in some time.
that I'm gonna say into her mind. You trying to fuck Nesgrim?
Whoa!
Dust off the cobwebs, you know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Icicles?
The honesty.
Yeah, I'm just conflicted. Like he probably shouldn't, but he. Just give him a pat. I gotta read this book. You should probably go check out the chambers.
I could show you the kings or the queens. Your choice, Nesgrim. Which would you rather
They
see?
had separate chambers.
Indeed, they did.
Guess
The king had a mistress, DJ.
I was just getting ready to say it's easier to get the mistress in now. Well, otherwise you wouldn't exist. So like,
A mistress, you say?
Which would you like to see?
well, I see either, but I don't know what everyone else
Pick
is.
the mistress.
I want to see the mistress chambers.
I don't know what everyone else
burn
is
my phone now.
doing. So
Well, you're an independent man. You don't need to wait for them.
I don't have to wait for them, but I feel like I should.
Do you want your friends to be there with us in the chamber?
I don't see why.
I mean,
they,
he has a history of being watched, correct?
Yeah, they don't. They don't like when I wander off on my own.
Oh,
I just encouraged you to do that very thing.
grim.
You did, but
Oh, come on.
I'll go with you. No, thank you, foul fool. You're a bit
well,
hurt.
I can check with.
You're lost.
Bitch.
I can take off your father's clothes. You just say the word.
I'll take them all.
All of them.
Let me just check in, and we should be okay. Hey, Laverna wants to show me to the private chambers for the king and the queen. Do you?
You see me peek around and just go behind him.
Foul fools just cry. Damn it.
Alone?
I offered to bring you guys, and
Oh.
she asked if I want you there. Then I said probably. But
Probably.
I'm behind him.
I just give Laverne a really concerning look.
What?
What?
Why are you so bothered? I'm a woman.
Promise you, I.
Thariel, don't forget, rebuking him satisfies me. I want to lead him up there, watch him disrobe, and then mock him. All right. Now I want to be there.
Uncomfortably close to him.
Yeah, 100%.
Scoot over, go.
Now I don't want to go with you.
Well, that wouldn't be the conclusion of the task. That would just be the beginning. Nesgrim, don't you understand foreplay?
Does it have to go for 4 minutes? Or...
Yes, it does. At minimum, Nesgrim.
I think that checks out. It's every 5 minutes, DJ.
50-year-old, 25-year-old virgin. That's what this is.
It checks out. Remember, every 5 minutes, Nesgrim.
I have to make a deal every 5 minutes.
Yes.
No, she can only make...
No deals, Nesgrim.
There's
Just,
a reset period with the foreplay.
for the love of God, go away. Go upstairs with Laverna, just please. Just 5 minutes of silence. I haven't been able to read past the first page of this book because of what's going on.
I, for one, am not really stoked on the idea of Nesgrim
Then you can
disappearing-
watch.
disappearing somewhere into the castle.
I agree.
I promise I will not harm Nesgrim.
But something else might.
What do you mean?
There are many.
I'll protect him?
From the
They'll obviously use protection.
Yes, of course we'll be safe, Ethian. Already
He's wearing armor. Of course he's got protection.
raised 3 children. I
I'm
don't
a
want to know that.
paladin. I'm immune from disease. She's got nothing to worry about.
Crabs can still pinch, buddy.
They sure can.
I suppose.
What?
I agree.
The chest.
I agree. That was unfortunate
dear
timing. Yes.
Oh man, they give her upset.
Got the titty crabs again.
No,
Nesgrim,
the
she's
Pop-Tart
not
comes.
talking about crabs from the sands. Never mind.
Come on, buddy.
So, if anyone
Needs me.
would like to escort me with Laverna,
I'm trying to get this book out of the wall.
Rachor has never looked so conflicted in her entire life.
Come on, let's see what happens.
I promise I will not harm him and I will keep him safe.
Sending him up near the throne room where
We
the
all-
voice is coming from alone is a terrible
That's a
plan.
bad idea.
Is
I
a
don't
terrible
think
Stuck
plan.
to the chair. She wasn't lying.
He's obviously good at defending himself. Look at what he did to that man in the in the library. He'll be
Yes.
fine.
If anything, he'll
No.
protect me.
This is a terrible idea.
I'm gonna fuck around and find out.
No. I start cheering Nesgrim on. Do it.
Out loud.
No, into his mind. But I'm doing this like I was encouraging Laverna earlier.
How about you guys hold on 5 minutes for me to get this damn book out of the thing, and then we can all go.
I think your father's up there.
Yeah, we're gonna meet him eventually,
Yeah.
right?
I don't think we should send Nesgrim and Laverna walking past him.
That's how I was gonna go.
Oh.
wait, you were going to go with Laverna?
I was gonna wait, and after I was gonna leave. Don't worry, I was gonna stay for the entire thing.
I don't know.
Wait.
Just the beginning of the mocking.
I'm just going to look for a book.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go see what's going on up there, and then after I'm done seeing what's happening.
Wait.
then I'll-
Yeah.
What do you guys think they're gonna go do upstairs?
I'm just going to look for a book.
Yeah.
I'm just escorting him.
I just want to see what
Behind
the throne room
Nesgrim, I
looks
just
like.
go.
She's gonna stab him?
Yes.
No, then don't go
I
upstairs.
just promised to not hurt
Just
me,
gonna
though.
beg him.
Yep, I promise I will not harm him, and I will protect him.
That goes for emotionally as well.
Yes.
You can't harm his emotions.
Oh.
I don't think she has a choice in that.
Yes, he's a very sensitive man. Just because I say something and he takes offense to it doesn't mean it was my intention to harm him. I will not intentionally harm his emotions.
Sarah's so scared.
Vorst is still trying to get a book out of a block of ice.
Hmm.
Here, let me help you, Vorst.
Quick, go. Run.
Come along, Nesgrim.
Felix.
Would you be able to wait until this book is
No.
out?
What?
Can you wait until this book is out? We'll be right there.
Who's we?
Forrest and I are gonna go.
I'm gonna help Forrest get this book out.
Get the fucking book out!
There's 3 people like, yeah! To watch our friend be sexually humiliated, please! I'm there to make sure it doesn't happen!
Thank you.
I just
Yep.
think it's a bad idea.
I'm your
Let me
virginity
go with
I
it.
make
protector.
He can do whatever.
I am strictly going just to make sure that he doesn't get laid.
He is my Vorstity belt.
Yes. Yeah, I would say with the 3 of you, you're able to free the book quite quickly.
You're rehymenized now, buddy.
Chastity pelt.
Ooh.
Shut up.
Take the fucking winter.
Is that
the
the
wolf
sheet
head?
that they cut the hole in? Is that the chastity pelt? The sheet with the hole in it?
No, that's the glory pelt. It's different.
What the fuck? Where did this conversation go?
To a terrible
We're about to go
place.
find out.
All right. I guess it's a group trip.
Oh, well, I mean, if you all want to go with and watch.
There's no watching. We're just gonna go search the bedroom.
I'm looking for books.
Yep.
So am I.
I just want to go meet my dad.
Oh, all right.
Do you?
Right now.
Eventually.
Okay.
We're going up that way anyway. I might as
Oh,
well.
well, we won't be able to enter the throne room, dear.
Well, why not?
We don't have an access. You need a key to enter the throne room.
How strong are the doors?
They're
What
not
kind of key?
doors.
Do
Would
we
your
need
father let you in?
Yeah. What
Yeah.
kind of key?
Yeah, do you have the key?
I have the
You just
mistletoe
one of
chick.
these.
I'm gonna kick you. What kind of key?
Mistletoe key?
No,
No.
that's not the signet of the royal family.
That'd be
Weird
absurd.
that, yeah, that her dad would have the key to the throne room.
They will
It's a trusted
roommates.
advisor.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm sure he'd be interested in meeting me. I'm sure he'd open the doors. Or tell me how to.
I hope so.
I guess we'll find out.
You are royalty.
Yes, you are.
My castle.
Yes, it is.
Bastard. Right? That's the word.
Well, that's rude, but yes.
You're right, but it's hurtful.
You were reanimated. Let's not forget that.
Reanimated.
Also rude.
bastard.
You don't have to bring it up. Then you're green or whatever, so yeah.
Undead bastard made of other ladies, right? I'm just making sure I got it all straight.
Yeah,
Okay.
made of actual royalty, but not royal to yourself. That is the ultimate irony.
I've got
That's
12 hands that will
that's
happily
fucked
smack
up.
you.
I see what you did there.
Beautiful, isn't
That's ooh. You said she was your revenge? Vengeance?
it? Yes,
Let's see.
my vengeance. Anything else you all want from the library?
I'm sure plenty, but
We can always come back. We're just going to go check out any special books inside the King's or the Queen's chambers and then see if Papa will let in her daughter.
Mhm.
Magnificent. Yeah, I mean, she would turn and look at Sabrina, Catherine, Felthul, Yaz, and Rita, who are just like, she's gonna fuck Nesgrim. No. Fuck with. He'll be fine.
Oh, I still have a chance.
Come on, Felthul.
He's cheering himself.
Once I find that cure, whew.
Spend what last vitality you have to satisfy a woman. Become Nesgrim's hero. Let your legacy reign. You can do it. Yeah, I mean, it's quite literally the opposite area of the Royal Library as you come out, directly behind, because Sarah, you were making a map.
yes.
Opposite your area, there is a large, across the 120-foot hallway, there's a large square room that is clearly a waiting hall with a great a great, grand, wide 60-foot staircase that ascends ahead at the back of it. Just up here. Again, no terrifying, spooky mysteries, no shadows lurking in the dark. Just a sad, old, lonely castle.
And all shadows lurking in the dark.
No
Not animated shadows, no.
What?
You've never seen shadows animate?
Actually, I have. Believe
It's
it or not.
beautiful plays I can put on.
No, thank you.
Are you sure?
Yes. Wait. What kind?
What would you like to see? I've seen many great, interesting things in my life. I would just need a source of light.
I've got a request.
What would you like, my dear?
How much do I look like my father versus my mother? Who would you say I resemble most?
You have the fairness of your mother, but you have your father's eyes.
Shape of face.
Your father?
Could you show me the cameo of my mother?
Yeah, absolutely. I need a source of light here on the wall, please.
Pull my sword out. The
Listen,
moon sword.
The moon one? Yeah.
Because I'm not trying to cook the vampires.
Yeah.
I want to see the pictures. Oh, they're all dead.
Yeah. You see 20 feet of bright moonlight cast out, and she just... Yeah. She would just do twist and contort, and you would see almost like smoke envelop out as it extends away from the shadows that lick at the edge of where the bright light contacts the wall. So if we're thinking about like the shape of a cameo for like the oval portraiture, she almost swoops in at the darkness, slides it up into the light itself, blocking it. Not like she's making a shadow puppet, but as if there were a hand almost tracing an outline for you. But again, it's shadow, so you're just going to see a silhouette. It's not like it's detailed.
I don't know if you'll allow me to.
Yeah.
Before we go in, I would cast Disguise Self to make myself look more like my mother. Like, in terms of, like, changing the shape of my chin and my nose.
Sure. I would say, based on, like, her giving you a side
Profile.
you'd be able to kind of, like, retract the nose in, make it a little bit more, like, pointed, a little bit smaller. You know, give a little bit more of, like, the angular chin. Or no, your chin's already pretty angular from what I can recall of your drawing. So, I mean, you are kind of like a pretty fine mix. But yeah, the few features in terms of like cheekbone, chin, we can definitely say that you disguise to look a little bit more in the concept of your mother.
Okay.
You keeping your eyes?
Yes. Well, because A, I don't know what her eyes look like, and B, I want to still be able to be like, I resemble him a little bit. But I want him to look at me and just be like, uh-oh.
Spitting image of your mother.
You would see that as you cast the spell, Laverna kind of looks over in your direction and stops.
Would you say this is close?
As close as I'll ever be again. Thank you. A wonderful woman she was. A fate truly undeserving.
And he wanted you to kill her?
Yes.
It's a shame that he could murder a mad king, but couldn't kill an innocent woman by himself.
You'll have to hear his side of the story, dear. All I can give you is mine.
I've only seen one vision of my father and mother interacting. Did my father feel hostile towards my mother?
No.
Okay. Because that would have been a bad call on my end if I just did that.
To whatever end I despise your father, I know he loved your mother. Truly and sincerely. I wished them well. For a time. And she would start ascending the staircase. Everybody following?
I'd be right behind her with the light.
Yeah, I would say it's, ascends roughly 100 feet or so to the next level. Once again, concludes into a wide rectangular hallway. The opposite side of you, directly ahead from where you enter out from this opening, if your opening is grand, roughly 80 feet opposite of you, only about 80 feet ahead, so very easy for the individuals with a great dark vision to see, you would see that there is a slimmer opening, maybe 20 feet in height, 10 feet wide. A door constructed of pure diamond. It would look like it is comparable to when we went into Felfarthen, a door that would look like it would retract into the ground. You would see that as you take a few steps closer to it, embedded into the diamond, carved in, which is stunning to be carved into diamond, would be draconic heraldry, matching what you saw in the base of the fountain. The wings and the great head of a dragon. Centered within that, at the heart of the dragon, would be banding coming in at the sides and a large circle, and embedded in it would be an engraving, the shape of a signet ring.
Does it appear to be dwarven architecture?
Yes.
As we were coming up the stairs, as we got to right about to the point where I could see the landing above, I would have sheathed my sword just to bring the light down again. Because everybody can see in the dark. It's fine.
Correct. I'm sorry, dear, you don't have your father's ring to get in.
Is it in his chambers?
No. Your father still wears it. He lost his sword arm.
Put my ear to the.
Are you going to go knock? Yeah.
I would have stopped you as you were walking up to the fucking throne room to knock on the door.
No, I said I was going to put my
She
ear.
is going up.
She's not.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I would gesture before
Doing.
I would
Sure.
probably hold up a finger and just put my ear to the door to see if I hear anything inside the room.
Nope. No sound passes through.
Yeah, I've been like,
Feels cold.
He might not be in the throne room.
if he's the only one with the key and the door is locked, then
Oh, he's not the only one with a key.
Laverna, do you have a key?
I don't have a key, no.
Did your father have a key?
No, my father didn't have a key.
your mother have a key?
Who are you
No.
thinking of that had the key?
Well, there would be two other individuals that would have had keys. Technically three.
Obviously the queen.
Yes.
The Hierophant?
Nope.
no.
Just asked. Nope.
Did the king have any heirs aside from bastard children?
No male heirs. Your father never had children with Cilia. He couldn't.
Did Cilia have any children before getting married to the king?
She did not. Not that I know of. Fae can get up to some strange things in their home world.
Really?
Indeed they can. Gets a little wild.
Little wow.
I just kind of squat down and put my hand on the ice. Just, hey, yo, you there? Trying to yell to the...
Ice elementals?
Yell?
Well, not yell, but just kind of
Call
like
to.
call to, yeah.
Sure. Yeah, I would say like you hear some creaking in the ice in the distance, and after a moment or so, a face would appear below. Just
I'll put a hand on Nesgrim's arm as the face appears.
No. You know how to get into this room without a ring. Could you let us in?
shakes their head no.
Could you show us the direction to get a key?
Shakes their head no.
Do you know who has a key?
Nods their head yes.
Are they able to tell me who?
I would say that they would manifest slightly out
Just
from the
because
ice.
yes
as
and no, like they can't.
blur, like their upper half, like their shoulders, their head, and they would just gesture to like a crown.
Only the royal family.
King.
The king.
So,
They would Sylvan sign royalty.
so the king and the queen, obviously. We
Mhm.
know that his father was
That's
murdered.
2 out of the 3, right?
Was his mother ever murdered? Whatever happened to his mother?
Did we see her grave in the?
I was thinking royal in-laws.
We had a list of all the.
Muneth or
Minweth?
Minweth.
No, you did not see a grave for her.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is Minweth still here?
Shakes their head no.
Is she dead?
It would sit for a moment and then shrug.
She might have left Oglatha.
Did she leave before the frost?
Odds yes.
Is there another way in the throne room besides through this door?
Shakes their head no.
Is the king in that room?
Shakes their head yes.
Of the
Which is
frozen
not.
people, did we see any dwarves?
As you pass through, I would say you would have seen a few by now, yes.
But not many.
Yeah, not many.
Yeah, I'm gonna pound on the door. Nobody has any beef with it.
We're literally going to the other rooms first, though.
Yeah, we go to the.
Yeah.
We check the
We want to check their rooms before fucking with that room.
All right, let's go check those rooms first. Let Nesgrim get, I don't know.
Pegged by my
humiliated?
mom?
Pegged by my mom. She's her own person with her own agency. I just.
What would you like to see first, Nasgrim? King or queen?
She's not. But
I suppose we'll go for the king first, right?
What's the order of the rooms?
There's no order.
No, like which room shows up first in the hallway?
There's no order. We are certainly right now in the middle of the two of them.
Is there a door on either side of the?
So the antechamber is like 60 feet in length. There are subsequent rooms on either side that look like they are another 100 to 120 feet in length. You would see that there are doors at the midpoints of both of those sections of walls. Both of those doors are closed.
so the king,
Queen.
queen.
I think queen.
You all must
I
make
say
your
king.
decisions.
Say king.
I'm fine with king.
Ether, Retora.
King is all right with me.
Makes no difference to me.
I'll have to see both eventually. So to the king.
Sure. Yeah.
King.
Like that.
Let me see. Yeah. You guys came up
Up the stairs.
up here.
There's the door in front of
Correct,
us, and
yep.
then two hallways, basically.
Yep, hallways, and then the rooms are on this side.
Okay.
Hey, Laverna, do you know where Gam Gam's room is?
Your grandmother?
Yes.
She didn't have a quarters still. She left. Fled when her husband started to go mad.
Where was she residing after? Oh, she fled after he went mad. So before she was even given a room. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it would have been the queen's chamber before Cilia took it.
Correct.
Cool.
To the king.
To the king's rule.
Right over here.
Did you see
Shoot.
that, Sylvan?
Why, Nesgrim didn't.
So from the staircase
He's
that
picking it
you've
up.
come up, opposite side, left on the hallway. 60 feet. Takes you towards a large oaken door. She halts in front of it. The room.
Is it open?
No.
How many other doors are around?
Just one other one, right?
No, there's more.
No.
Opposite side of you. So.
Like if there's like
I know.
10 doors, I'm gonna not ask the question, but if there's only a couple, I would ask like what are these other rooms?
I got you. So if this is the staircase that you guys came up, this is the glass door, this is the king, this would then be queen. This is a door for another small room. This one is open. As you're passing by, it would look like it's the king's personal attendants and then therefore the queen's personal attendants. So a room for servants. The door to the king's chamber is currently locked.
Actually, do
and
we
closed.
want to check the servants' chambers first?
For?
Maybe diaries that they kept, or
What's the width of the hallway?
journals, or
100 feet? 120 feet?
120 feet? Okay. So it is still a big hallway.
Correct. Yep.
getting a look into the servants day to day will give us insight into the king and queens.
Give you an idea what they were like through someone else's eyes.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That is not a bad thought. That's great.
I'm with it.
I think we should start with the servants.
Yeah, go ahead. Lead the way.
King's servants.
Okay. Looking at the door, go to turn, and you would hear again, "Get out!" And you would feel vibration on the diamond door. And gusts of wind striking out from it, almost as though it passes through it. And rushes down to the grand stairs and fills the area with a great chill behind all of you. You guys are far enough from this that it just feels like a rushing breeze striking your back.
When he says that, does it sound more like anger or fear?
Make an insight check.
The king's chambers were on the left, right?
That is a 15.
Pain.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought I had the same thought.
I feel
It's like, is this a
go.
warning to us or like a plead to her? Like, get out! I don't want to see you.
Pain.
Okay.
Oh. Still suffering.
Verna,
What?
did you do that?
Did I do what? What are you gesturing at?
The king.
Oh, towards that direction? No. He froze himself, the fucking fool.
He's saying it in common, right? The get out
Yes.
stuff? Okay.
It's not, hey, yo, get the
Get
fuck
the
out.
fuck out my castle.
Well, I mean, they probably
you're
have
Stay
their
the
own
freak
language.
out of my
You're not
castle.
Stay out of my freaking castle.
You didn't do that.
No, he did it to himself.
When was the last time you saw him?
Oh.
Like, face to face.
Roughly 1,600 years ago.
Excuse me?
Roughly 1,600 years ago.
That's a long time.
Yes.
Does that make me the oldest?
You were made quite recently, dear.
Yeah.
Took me a long time to construct you. It's not easy weaving together a soul.
That's fair.
It
Still think
doesn't
I'm
sound
the
trivial.
oldest.
So I'm the baby.
Exchange.
Well, technically, you watched me get born.
I watched... What?
Not you.
Nesgrim, we talked about
You
this.
you talking about in
watched
party?
him be
If you're-
born?
If you're going to give her the information, at least trade it for something.
Yes. Please, like a hamburger. I
You,
don't- At this
you
point, it's insulting.
are a mushroom, aren't you?
No,
What a fun
You
guy.
were grown?
no.
Was it him?
Was it who?
The mushroom man.
The mushroom man?
There's a mushroom man? I also heard of a peanut guy.
You know of the peanut man?
Is there a ham man
I've
too?
only seen silhouettes, heard rumors, seen madness.
He's a creature from my realm.
What if we open the door and Peanut Man is my dad?
I would lose it,
Did
and
Laverna
I'd
say
leave.
that, or did the Night Mother say that?
You don't know.
Infernal.
Wait,
Peanut
wait.
man.
Are we just saying the name of food and put man behind it? Is there a ham man?
No, I've never seen a ham man. A ham woman, though.
What do you mean your realm?
Ham lady.
What?
What do you mean your realm?
Mistress.
Ham
of the night.
bam.
Hamstress.
Peanut man is a mysterious figure, after all.
Don't do this to me, John.
Peanut Man's like Krampus, right?
Yeah, the lore was genuinely that he would go around and he would leave salty, roasted peanuts beneath the bed, the pillows of bad children. You know, it's a punishment.
Or you could just ask for them and he'd leave them there.
Yeah.
Please, you got
He
it.
was
just
not
like
all
peanuts.
bad.
Laverna,
What, Ethia?
Did the king follow in his father's footsteps
Hard to walk when you're frozen to a chair.
prior
Am
to
I gonna
that?
go mad?
Probably.
Suppose you could say so. He was about as stubborn as his fucking father was, yes.
Do you believe that is why he froze himself?
No.
Same spell
No.
as his father? No?
No.
But he was going mad.
Stubborn.
Stubbornness wouldn't be like he didn't want to get off the chair and was like, no, staying here.
I mean, maybe.
Something like that.
Can he still like shoot lightning out of his face or whatever?
That was the dragon.
Yes.
Oh shit!
Oh, he can also shoot it out of his face?
No, I was saying yes to what you were saying.
The dragon's probably... It's tired, so...
How do we know the dragon's not asleep behind the door there too?
We don't?
Can a dragon fit in a throne room? I've never been in the
never
throne room.
let
I
out
really
Glatha,
don't know.
correct?
I don't know. Maybe it has an entrance.
Has a woman ever let out Glatha?
No.
Trying to.
Was it a pride thing,
I
or
don't
were
think
they
any of us
like
would have been.
just unable to?
Difficult to say. There may have been brief times in which a king passed before an heir was of age, and a lady might have held stead the kingdom while waiting for the male heir to be old enough to rule. But no queendom here ever, no.
Why not?
I don't know. Not my choice, Forrest. I would have loved to have ruled. I think it would have been an excellent queen.
Yeah, did they just like not like ladies or?
That's what I was
Oh
asking.
no,
if it was
they
a pride
loved women
thing.
here.
Yeah, a whole lot of them. That's why I'm here.
Damn!
I mean,
I guess that checks
one
out.
wasn't enough.
You've been in the throne room before, right?
Of course.
Is the throne room big enough to like hold like I don't know something the size of like maybe like a dragon?
Yes and no.
That's cryptic, and I don't like it because the word "yes" was in there.
Sometimes dragons aren't always the size of a dragon.
I swear to fucking God, if she's a dragon.
Are they babies?
I mean...
Sometimes.
How are dragons made?
Sometimes dragons are babies.
Well, when a mommy dragon and a daddy dragon...
Egg. Is there an egg man?
Did we not hear of a tale?
Of?
There's two dragons.
So there's so
there's
much
three-
information.
There's
I
three
know.
dragons that we know of.
We heard of a tale of a dragon becoming a man, I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What?
So they can shapeshift.
Like your dad might have fucked a dragon.
No, that's definitely not what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Wait.
I don't think you're a dragon. She's
No,
not a dragon.
my
I would check with. I would like look at
not a
Laverna. She's not a
Wait,
dragon.
am I a
right?
dragon?
No.
You said I could be anything.
Well, I believe in you, my dear. I would love to make you a dragon if you
That,
want to be
that
one.
tone right there. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, come on. You're not even trying.
L'Oreal, would you like to be a dragon? She would extend her hand.
I mean, I'm looking and I go, go ahead, do it.
As a real no fuck around, she extends her hand.
Her,
For what trade?
her voice changed.
Do you want to be a dragon?
I mean, what trade?
What are you willing to give?
Oh,
I feel like it's a big ask. I don't.
So is being a dragon.
That's what I mean. Like a.
I
I
felt
don't-
like your sense of smell or something. That's
an
fair.
ability to read.
Yeah,
I love reading
Worst can't
books.
read, and he's doing great.
That genuinely would be a really heavy thing for me to lose.
A dragon with
Look at
ham breath.
Picture books.
He just and it's just ham.
I would ask you to forsake all loyalty, now and in perpetuity, to be yours and yours alone.
So I'd only be loyal to myself? Is what you're asking?
Yes.
To become a dragon.
That sounds
That
pretty
sounds
shitty.
like
Let's-
a dragon.
Be a dragon.
Kind of.
Who wants to be a
Exactly.
dragon?
That sounds pretty shitty, and I think we should go look in this room.
That means that you wouldn't help us ever.
It
Yeah.
might eat us.
No.
You have no loyalty to us,
That's fair.
Or
Or
Sabrina.
anyone. including Sabrina.
You'll have no friends.
That's
Why
what
would-
it takes to be a dragon, my dear.
Why
Sounds
would you
awful.
want to
I
be a
don't-
dragon?
I was getting ready to tell her no, I don't want that.
But why? But you asked.
I mean, there's a great evil that's hurting a lot of people.
Right?
We're gonna need a stronger weapon to take down whatever this evil is.
So we make ourselves stronger the old-fashioned way.
I think we need to find the spirit of the mountain.
Killing owlbears.
I was just putting options out there. I wasn't accepting them. I was just seeing what our options were.
I understand.
I would like to be a dragon!
No.
Myself?
Actually, can you?
No!
What?
No!
Sorry,
No!
I would never forsake my
I'm sorry, I
loyalty.
just got flashes of you breathing,
Plague breath.
Yeah.
I saw it. Yeah. Yeah, that's how the deal would turn
that would
around.
be free.
He wouldn't be the first.
Who's the first?
What do you mean I'll see?
Wait. Laugh.
No, well, that's not plague.
Laugh.
No,
that's
he's not plague.
He's not plague. He's worse.
The laugh spelled backwards is dead, so it's probably my dad.
It's fall. What are you talking about?
She already took my ability to read.
Did she shake hands?
You see a tail behind
She's
you.
just shaking her head.
It's done. I got her.
Thariel's just like, man, I really gotta find me a witch.
Actually, now that Felthul's spoken up,
Would you like to be a dragon, Neskra?
no. Can you do anything to fix him though?
Yes. I could cleanse him.
Oh.
I'll
Okay.
tell you a
You gotta-
fact about myself.
Oh, that's not remotely enough.
What do you want in exchange?
To cure Felthul?
Yeah.
Make you a dragon.
No, I would want. Oh.
Cure him, make me a dragon. Come on.
What a
Win-win.
deal.
Nesgrim, I would love for
exchange for
you
saving
to
him, you can turn me
forsake your oath and instead make one to me.
He didn't ask the question.
Hmm?
He didn't ask the question.
Yes, he did.
He wants a favor.
I offered a secret or a fact about myself.
In exchange, and I said insufficient, that instead I would want Nesgrim to break his oath and instead make one to me.
Smash that barter button.
Clash, change.
With a peg?
Again?
Oath of the bottom.
Oh, fuck. It would be like an Oathbreaker, Oath of Shadows type thing. That does sound fucking cool.
Oath of Pillow Princess.
Pillar princess, please.
You just got the wings.
I did.
Oath of Dami Mummy.
I wouldn't be willing to.
You
I
also
didn't
don't
think
even
so.
like
You don't
her.
like Felthul at all. You're a dick.
No, I don't like him. But if I can stop him from moaning constantly
Oh
about
my god, I'm literally dying of the plague.
not quickly enough.
You contemplated selling your soul to her.
Hey, he talked too much shit. All right, he was gonna help him out. Felthul opened his mouth.
I'm getting too much lip off this guy. Never mind. Anyway, you can give him more plague now.
Give her your legs. For Felthul, right? You'd give.
Oh,
Anything.
I could make a deal with Ether
Oath of legs.
Half of legs for half a man.
for Felthul.
What do you want, Laverna?
I want to know where she is.
That is not a thing that I can tell you,
Yes, it is.
but I do not know.
Yes, you do.
I would not tell you even if I did know.
Oh, then I'm very sorry, Felthul. That's all right. I don't know who he's talking about, but plainly it's a very important woman to her. Oh, God! The agony!
Soon, soon.
It rattles in my belly. Well, if you all just want to look around the servants' quarters, you're welcome to peruse through some old person's belongings and hope you find the answers to all your problems. Sorry, I'm being condescending again.
Yeah, it was pretty,
You're right. I hope you all find whatever it is you're looking for inside of the
It's
servants'
still there.
quarters.
It's still there.
think
It's
I heard her
you
voice.
Is she
just-
patronizing us?
You
I
really
don't
just
think so.
gotta, you gotta drop. I mean, really, it's come on.
Is she patronizing us? I can't tell.
Yes.
Oh, we'll get right on that
I,
then.
I think you'll be hard pressed to find much information in the dullards of the servants' quarters.
There we go. Was that so difficult? Did
Yes.
that hurt you?
Ironically, it did. I did take an amount of psychic damage. Reining in the girl bossing is hard. 10.
I don't even have to attack.
Oh, good lord. It's almost like there's a heart beating in here, and I don't like it.
Laverna, do you think if I ask my father to open the door, he will?
Perhaps. I don't think there's anything wrong with you trying.
We could just.
That's why
we
I
could
said
check.
to knock.
Wait.
We could just check these
Just
servants'
wait.
quarters.
You're like, I see a door and I want it open.
We can still check the queen's quarters or the queen's servants' quarters. We have places we can look.
I can promise you one thing. The servants are not going to be in possession of the signet ring of the royal family.
Yeah, so what exactly are we trying to see insight into?
Nesgrim was looking for books.
Restricted books.
Sure.
Anything that'll help us get inside the room. Also, any dirt that we can have going into this conversation with your dad is going to be helpful.
And also, the servants are going to have, like, ideally, what I'm hoping for, I don't know that they're going to, but what I'm hoping for are, like, journals, diaries, things like that, where they may have talked about regular visitors into the throne room, people that regularly sought audiences, or someone that was always in there with them, because then that would be the third person who had the signet ring.
Or if the king
Private
has
investigator,
hemorrhoids.
Nesgrim over here.
Well, and the possibility of information that has been scrubbed from other records that is written
Yeah.
about in the journals
Yeah.
of the servants.
Gossip.
We know who
Or if
has
the king
rings.
had hemorrhoids.
No, we don't. We know where
He
two are.
definitely did.
There's one more. we
He
don't
does.
know.
Stuff he does now. If he
Queen,
didn't.
his mother.
And who?
His mother.
Well, we don't know that she has it for sure.
She
would have been
fled.
the previous.
Yeah, but but what I mean is, like, we haven't seen it on her finger. We don't have record of her definitively possessing it.
Well,
So
she was the.
we don't know that she definitely has
Even
it.
if hypothetically speaking, we find out someone else has this ring.
Right.
Someone else here.
Where are
Silly
we
was
gonna go?
buried.
Yeah, up in topside.
She's part of this.
She was the former queen.
Hey, Laverna.
This is where, like, you're on the precipice of getting where, like, I hid multiple rings. Like, as again, there are multiple rings hidden. There are multiple opportunities and puzzles to find each individual ring that is hidden. I respect that, like, it might be difficult to conflate what ring is going to be where based on what puzzle pieces, but, like, you found a mistletoe ring. We know the Hierophant buried the last lady. That's one of the routes of finding a ring.
Or Nesgrim can just fuck Laverna and she'll give us a ring.
Again, there are routes to rings, my guys and ladies.
Literally tried to lead you to it.
No, I think
That
you're
was
right.
that was going to be my question to Laverna. Was going to be like, hey, like you dug up the body, like
There's also just say.
was there
please.
any rings on them?
The
Sometimes
servants
no.
might have keys to the quarters because if they're going in to wake the king and queen or help to care for them, they might have a key for their room.
Yeah.
So
I think Laverna confirmed that there are no rings in the servants' quarters.
Why would she know
already.
that?
not
No,
rings,
keys,
keys.
for the king and
To
Sorry.
get into their personal chambers is
Gotcha.
what they were saying.
I see. Okay, I thought we were still looking for a key for the big
No.
door. The big.
Well, I
diamond
don't
door.
mind telling you that Tarathel obviously is still wearing his ring.
That's fair.
Okay, so the king's room wouldn't have a key. Probably check the queen's room though.
Yeah, let's go
Well,
over there.
We haven't really explored the servants.
There's also
room
the
yet.
king's mother's.
Well, she
Go
said
over
there
to
wouldn't
the
be.
servants' room and see what's
She
in
said
there.
there'd
Yeah,
be.
absolutely. In the king's servants' chamber, you can see that there's a small bed, wardrobe. There's an individual inside. It looks like a real old fucking gam. Like, think of a little old lady. She's asleep. Just,
Oh my gosh, she's
again, encased in ice, where she's like a little snore coming out through the ice. 'Cause I think
Is
it's
this a small
hysterical.
room?
Yeah,
She got that
Yeah,
honk shoe.
it's maybe
me,
like-
me.
10 feet wide by like 20 feet deep.
She's not in stasis.
Would there happen to be a bedside table with a book on it?
She's just comfortable.
Yeah, and covered in ice. Not like she's gonna. Also, as a genuine thing, the servant of the king is not gonna just be like, fuck the king in
no.
their personal journal and then leave it on their nightstand right
No, that's
aside.
that's not what I'm expecting.
I understand. I know you did also share that there were other pieces of information that you are trying to disseminate out and gather.
I love people that talk poorly about the king. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I would spend time chipping that book out.
Absolutely, you can make a strength check. Anybody else doing anything in the hallway,
I'll help
in
you.
the servants' quarters itself?
I'd help you with that.
Vorst helping, do I get advantage or
Yes.
standard? Okay.
I'll investigate the door,
The diamond door or the king's chambers door?
the king's chambers door.
Yeah, it looks like it would just have a sizable mahogany door to it. It would have a traditional key and lock. You have no key?
I don't want to port into another dark room.
Are there any like rings of keys hanging to like help them around the
Yeah.
castle?
Hmm.
Grab the whole set of rings.
It's frozen.
Oh god damn it! All right.
Again, the
Yeah, I know. All right, start chipping
Some
at those.
things haven't. Oh, I forgot to grab the turtle.
Did the
I think Vorst did.
Force grab the turtle.
Yeah.
I stole it.
Yeah.
Was there a anything on the top of the door? Any sort
Servants
of
one?
No, the king's door. Way.
The exterior,
Yeah.
the door frame? No.
I'm just chipping away at the ice.
Absolutely. Working on the keys. Working on the book.
Rolled an 18.
Cool. Chell, you can also make the attack roll.
Or
Or
strength.
sorry, it's a strength or dex check. So add your dex mod or your strength mod, whichever's higher. It should be
4.
dex. 4 total. Fuck yeah, dude.
Why is everything frozen? Why is everything frozen?
It's so hard for me. I
Okay.
hate this.
Anyone else doing anything?
I would, I guess, head over towards the queen's chambers, but I would walk past her struggling with the keys.
Mhm.
I'll try to just.
Yeah, go over and help too. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Don, what would you be doing while he's rolling?
I would be inspecting the carvings of the diamond door.
Sure.
I know you described what
Yeah.
it was, but I'm just looking
You also
at
rolled a
like
4.
the
It is a 4.
not
But it's
for
a
anything
natural
in
one.
particular, just looking kind of
My
at
hand.
the
Hold
like
still.
how intricate it is in terms of obviously they're carving diamond, like that's wildly hard to do.
Me, John, draw.
A gnome's face.
No, dude, it's a dragon. Like, you see, there's wings.
That's a phoenix. Okay.
Snake.
No, dude, it's a black.
Oh, there we go. Okay, there it is. Okay, I'm sorry.
He's got, like, he's got a nose.
Oh, okay, okay.
The old walrus
So the
dragon.
signet ring is
Wait.
like a belt.
Yeah, he's wearing a championship
The
belt.
spot for the signet ring.
It would be,
Is it like-
it would be
I-
slightly higher over, like,
Okay,
the area
sure,
of
sure,
its
sure, sure.
chest.
Because that is an important question. We have a belt that's
Cock
a key.
ring.
Okay.
No, it would be over the area of what we would assume a heart or a chest region would be for the dragon. But you
Okay.
know, he's also got obviously like lower jaw. So there you go. Blah.
Now he's a dragon. There we go. Wait, it looks like a vampire dragon. I don't like that.
No.
I could be a vampire.
No. That's not here.
Laverna.
Yes, my darling Ether. Sorry, what do you want, Ether? I'm trying to work on my tone.
There we go.
Felix has pointed out to me that I've been a little condescending towards you all. I'm sorry.
That is okay. I accept your apology.
Ah, that's a load off my shoulders.
Um,
I care very much.
It's kind of sad. She's patronizing, right?
Sorry, I care very much. Sorry. I care what you think of me, Ether. We'll be friends for a very long time when you're dead. I would like for us to have a good working relationship.
Oh wait, I don't know if that's a little too genuine.
Dial it back. Dial it back.
She's still patronizing him, but now in a different way.
That was good.
at the moment, that is true. Do you know who carved
that was
this
good.
door?
Patron.
No, I was not here.
It has existed long before you, then?
Yes. I didn't build Alglatha.
No, of course not. I just wasn't sure if it was something that,
No,
I
this has
didn't-
been here since the onset of the kingdom.
as an homage to the spirit of the mountain, presumably.
Yes, indeed.
This is the diamond, yes, not
Not what?
iridescent draconic scales.
No, it's diamond.
Where did one get a diamond this large?
Crafted. By the Ovratham family.
Is that something they are known for?
Diamond making. Yes. Has she not done this before in front of you?
She like cried diamonds at one point.
Yeah, she also made the diamonds in the fucking fountain.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Takes a great deal of magic, though, to make it permanent. Thoriel has quite a limited capacity in what she's able to make for now, I'm sure. But I believe someday she'll be a great maker of diamond.
Okay.
Okay.
Just fill up a super soaker with that shit, just like
Yeah. Right into the elixir.
dissolve the castle.
I love that it's the faces on being like, I don't like that.
I don't.
I don't know why I don't like it yet, but I
You
don't
ask
like it.
questions, you
I
get
don't.
answers.
I don't know
the
what to do
answers
with that, and I don't like it.
Unlimited power.
No.
Were the diamonds used for anything in particular?
All kinds of things. Diamonds are quite magical, after all. Don't you use diamonds in some magic spells, Ethia? Some spells cost a great volume of diamond. Trying to bring things back.
Yes, resurrection uses diamonds, of course.
Yes, it does.
Everything has a cost.
Yes, it does.
But if one makes a diamond for nothing other, how can you make a diamond without spending more than the cost of what it would take to make the diamond?
A great deal of research.
But that would
My ears perk up.
that would seemingly circumvent everything that is known about magic and having a cost. Most spells have a material component involved, not all.
You are indeed correct, Ethia. That's why it's never been achieved. A dream.
But it has.
Has it?
You said this door was crafted. Thariel has cried diamonds.
Indeed. Did her diamonds remain?
I cannot recall.
I would tell you, do you want to know out of game? As a genuine
Yeah.
thing. They did not.
They did not.
Yeah, they melted.
But this door stayed.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're so welcome, Ethia.
Oh, I rolled a 4, but it was a natural 1.
Yeah, no, you're just clanking the keys around. They're real fucking cold.
Okay.
I would say that you guys, after a moment or so, are able to break free this journal. It's cold as shit. Still frozen. Like, the pages are frozen, the binding is frozen. You just freed it from the table.
Here, I can put it in the
Make it
bag with my other books that I've got to read. I'll put it in with the other 2 books that I pulled about Imperia.
What are you guys doing?
Trying to
Keys off the wall.
Trying to get the keys.
Oh hell. Bam!
Yeah, you can also make a strength check.
Please not one.
19 on the die.
Yeah,
Plus 4.
Yeah, you just
This is why I asked for
float
the
on the wall. Just, fucking bullshit. You ripped the whole key rack out.
There you go.
Now you got a rack of keys.
That's. I don't want them. I was trying to help you. What the fuck?
Alright, Queen's room, right?
Yeah, Queen's room.
Or Queen's servant's room, or just straight to the Queen's room?
I just go straight to the Queen's
Right
room.
to the Queen's
Because if
room.
I'm gonna
anybody's
try to
gonna-
skate past
anybody's
that
gonna have
door
dirt,
as fast as possible.
Oh, I thought we were going into the king's room.
We don't have the
We
keys.
changed our mind.
We
We
have
don't
to
know.
key
We don't know
it.
if we have the keys. She's got a whole ring.
Aren't we in the hall? Didn't we find them in the hallway of the king's room?
No, what's a key?
She found a key
Isn't it a
ring
bunch of
in
keys?
The servant's
It's
Yeah.
a key
quarters.
ring, yeah.
It's like a fucking janitor's key.
Yeah.
Key ring.
Okay, I just
Like
weird.
closets.
I thought next to the door to the king's room.
Whichever's closest is where I'm going.
Yeah. I would like to go to the Queen's
I'm trying to figure out where we are.
We're in the king's servant's quarters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
Which are across
walking
from
out
the
of
king's room.
So then we'll go to the king's room.
Yes. Absolutely. You got a bunch of cold keys.
Does the keyhole look big or small?
Pretty large.
Do the keys all look exactly the same on the key ring?
Various sizes.
I would try all the big ones.
Absolutely. Yeah, you try several keys. A few of them insert, no turn. Finally, insert, turn a key. You just feel Laverna's hand on your shoulder. My dear. Time for you to see the man your father was in life. Are you ready?
I don't think I really have a choice at this point.
Wait, is he like in here?
No, this is...
We're gonna have an insight into what he was like.
Yes, this is his trophy room.
Okay. He scared me for a second. I was like, no.
How many frozen bodies are about to be on that bed?
All of them. Every frozen body ever.
It's...
We don't know what kind of trophies he means yet.
As a motherly figure, I simply care for you.
I think it's important that I see the man he was to understand the man he is now.
I agree. Yeah, and you open the door. I would say that it opens up into a 20 by 20 square room that you can see inside. Frozen over, there are racks of armor, regal looking plate mail, like royal looking, great quality plate mail on a rack standing at the opposite side of you. You can see that there are various sized training weapons, predominantly swords, so bladed weapons, rapier, longsword, greatsword, short sword on racks around. You can see that on the upper echelon, you can see nicely taxidermied, again, all this shit's frozen over, but nicely taxidermied, great sized antlers from buck. You can see great wings displayed from owlbear, like beautiful white intact feathers. Yeah. The fucked thing that there's just no way genuinely to avoid is that as you're standing in the opening, that is on the back wall for the display. The right wall has displays of animal. On the left side, you see frozen against the wall, sat, kind of slumped, a beheaded corpse. Frozen. We're gonna stop there.
Spooky Iceman.
Friends, thank you very much for watching tonight. I hope you enjoyed the episode. We will be live next on Friday, right here at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time for The Lost Kings of Edoras. And then again next Monday, same time, same place. Thank you all. Enjoy the rest of your night. Goodbye.
Good night.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.